Yeah. Who doesn't?
Oh,
I mean, like, Whippy is a sexy lady.
Thank you.
So I did want to start off the chat tonight with telling you guys a little story about something that happened at work in the last week. And again, now that I'm back to work, I can't talk about where it is or what it is or whatever. But I got a table the other day, and I'm, husband and wife or whatever, and a kid, right? And I get their drink order, and I come back with their drinks to the table. Like, here's your thing, here's your thing, here's the Sprite for the kid. And the guy goes something like, "Oh, and can we get the kid a blue Slushie drink?" And I was like, "Yeah, man, totally. I'll get that right out too." And he was like, "Yeah, I took off in the car without shutting the door the other day." I'm like, "What?" He's like, "Yeah, he went flying out of the car."
Oh my god.
And I'm like, "You're gonna buy him a Slushie to make up for that?"
Like,
as one.
Hold on. You put a kid in a car seat in a car and took off so fast that the car seat flew out of the car, which means you didn't close the door. And a car seat has to be hooked in. Like, even if, like, the kid's in the car seat, and he's strapped in, the car seat can't go flying out of the car unless you fucked up to begin with and didn't actually hook it up, which means you might as well have just had the kid running around in the back seat. But
How old is this kid?
He's like 5.
Oh, okay, so car seat size, right? Okay.
Yeah, like barely still, but But like these are the people who were receiving the Biden checks and going out into public. Like,
I mean, to spend your Biden money to make up to your kid for chucking them out of a car. I mean, really.
Yeah, I was watching.
The money could be spent in a worse way.
Hey man, like, you don't know, like, maybe that kid really likes slushies.
I was watching this thing. This guy was making I think it was a TikTok video, and he's got his kids, and he's like, "We're going to McDonald's, kids." And they're like, "Yeah." He's like, "What do you want, 1400?" And the kid's like, "I want a Big Mac." He's like, "What about you, 1400?" He's like, "I want a." Why is he calling this 1400? I want this thing.
$1,400, son.
Yeah, he's calling them all 1400.
oh my
god! And my question is, did that kid that was at that table?
Echo feature.
You are echoing there, good sir. I muted you.
Did that kid that was getting the blue Slushie, did he seem cognitive? Did he seem to be functioning fine? Because if he came in kind of like drooling and seemed kind of brain damaged, then maybe a Slushie was a little bit low on the buyout scale. But the kid seemed fine, and the Slushie, I guess, makes up for the trauma.
I don't know, man. I think that there's something to be said for biological differences between individuals, right? And I'm not saying groups, I'm saying individuals, because like one person, like the kid, there's like a little girl, and she's like, her eyes are like all active, and she's looking around, and she's peeking over stuff, and she's looking at stuff, like you can tell like her brain is firing on most, if not all, cylinders. And then there's the car seat boy who's just like sitting there fucking like can't talk to me, like whispers in his mom's ear, like afraid of the world. Yeah, dude, like he's
probably really likes turtles.
He really likes trains. They all like trains.
He likes turtles.
I like turtles.
Good thumbnail, Honda. That's one of my favorite Christmas movies.
What is the thumbnail?
Cobra.
Cobra.
By the way, you're not even showing live for me, and I've updated my subscriptions multiple times, and it still says set. It says set reminder or whatever.
Try to click on it.
I don't know why.
I mean, I set up the stream. Like, you have to set up the stream at least 30 minutes before it starts, otherwise people don't get the notifications, or at least that's what I understand from how things have worked in the past, which I did, right? That's why I set it for 9:35 instead of 9:30, because I wanted to make sure that it was a couple of minutes over that 30-minute mark so the notifications would go out. But the fact that you're not even getting a notification saying that I'm live right now when the chat's going.
It says...
I didn't get a notification, but I am showing when I go under my subscriptions that you're live.
Well, I am noticing that there's about half the people watching who normally are, but we did just start a couple of minutes ago, so maybe they'll filter in as more people realize it.
Sometimes I don't also get the notifications till like 10 minutes into a stream, so...
So,
It did hit my phone. I got the notification.
The real question for tonight is how much a shot, Honda?
Ooh, I have to grab alcohol if we're playing this game too.
I don't know, man, but I went to the liquor store earlier tonight and I bought everything to make Irish car bombs for this very occasion.
Ooh.
So
I have a bottle of wine and a bunch of.
I feel like you should be wearing a balaclava and have a AR-180 if you're doing Irish car bombs.
okay, so this is going to be a question that's going to go around for the chat. You're a father. You have a child. You put him in a car seat. You didn't close the door. You didn't strap in the car seat. You took off and whipped around a corner, and the kid went flying out of the car. Didn't die. Probably traumatized. How do you make up for it? What are you going to do for that kid?
Buy the
Buy him a Slushie?
I'm giving him the red Slushie though, not the
I get him
blue
a
Slushie.
large.
Assuming that
like an
the
extra large, and then the helmet because that fucker needs a goddamn helmet.
assuming that the kid is perfectly fine, I probably would fucking just try to like make up for it somehow, make a special day or something more than a fucking slushie for sure.
So here's
And then a badass toy from a
a
dollar
funny
store.
story about all this. Now, the kid that in question for me did not go flying out the car, but I've been, from time to time, been put in responsibility of my friends' children that they have, because thankfully I don't have any kids I know of. And one time, I had to load up a 5-year-old in a car seat, and it was in my buddy's old Explorer, so like 2-door Explorer, but it had the back seat and everything in it. And the car seat was set up in the middle section of that seat for whatever fucking reason. I don't know why. And car seat had just been put in. I assumed that the person that put the car seat in had belted it in and hooked it all up and everything. So I put the kid in the car seat. I'm like, hey, we're going to go to breakfast. You know.
Wait, you've done this?
Yeah, so I put the kid in the car seat. I'm like, hey, we're going to go to breakfast. You know, sit down in your car seat, behave, whatever. So we go to leave. Now, again, like I'm assuming the person that put the car seat in the car belted it all in and everything. We go to leave. In my old house, you had to go down this really steep hill to the main road. And at the end of this steep hill was a stop sign, then you turned onto the main road. So I go to go down this steep hill, and all of a sudden the kid's sitting strapped into the car seat in between my seat and the passenger seat, and he's just sitting there like laughing his ass off. And I'm like, holy shit! I go on the brakes, like I'm like, don't tell your mom. So like I throw the car in park, I put him back. I'm like right there in the middle of the street, like hooking the car seat in and everything like that. I'm like, don't tell your mom this happened. Don't tell your mom this happened. We go to breakfast. I'm like, all right, get whatever you want. Cinnamon or the French toast sticks, because we went to Burger King. I'm like, you want French toast sticks? Here, have as much as you want. Have as much syrup as you like. I'm trying to give him all the sugar and shit I can just to make him like. But he was laughing his ass off when it happened. So, no, granted, he also didn't get sent flying out of a car, but.
Well, I mean, the kid was still in the car, right? Like.
Yeah, the kid was still in the car. Just he went like almost face first into the dash.
Just saying, it could have been worse.
Yeah, it could have been.
And as far as the kid goes who got thrown out of the car, it could have been worse for him too. But then my other point with the whole thing is like, okay, let's say that happens. Let's say your solution is to buy the kid a slushie, right? Do you tell the person that you're ordering the slushie from the story of why the slushie is necessary?
That's how you get CPS called on you. No, you don't do that.
two things I'm thinking. I'm thinking this might have been this person's theory. One, they're trying to stretch that $1,400 and make it as cost efficient as possible, right?
So wait, they were trying to get a free slushie with a heartthrob story?
Yeah, exactly. With like the sob story, like maybe you'll feel bad for them. Be like, you know what? Like this kid's been through a lot.
I was beating my child. I was beating my child from breaking a plate. Then I remembered it was me when I was drunk because I bought him the slushie.
Yeah. Little did they know it was Honda, who's just like, oh fuck this person. Talk about this scumbag.
Yeah. Little did they know I would tell their story on a internet chat to like 1,000 people who will eventually watch this, and everyone can laugh at their fucking stupidity.
Yeah.
1,000 people watch our foolishness on Saturday nights.
I mean, maybe.
You have to look at
maximum.
this, so, like,
usually
the amount
that's about the max.
the amount of failures that had to happen for this to, go on. 1, not securing the child seat. 2, having the door not latched properly so it's still open even at the corner.
Angry, the difference between this man and you is that you actually managed to shut the door and like an adult.
Yeah.
Well, I've done the thing where like I thought the kids were strapped in and I shut the doors and I drove off and I went around a corner and like one of the kids is like laying on the side like, ah, and then you just pull over like, oh, I didn't strap it in. Fuck me, I'm a bad parent. But then I've also seen the people who were like, they're getting groceries, right? And they've got the little tiny baby and the little baby car seat. And they put it on top of the car so that they can put groceries into the car.
That's a bad
and then
call.
they get done with that and they go put their carts away and they get in their car and then they drive off with the baby seat on the top. I've seen that happen.
I really don't understand how that fucking happens.
At that point, it's like, maybe you shouldn't have a tax break.
But then, have you ever seen, and I'm sure you guys have, the fucking Jackass skit where, what's the dude's name? I forget the dude's name. Fucking, he puts a baby in a car seat, but it's not a baby, it's like a doll. And then he fucking
Driving around.
Yeah.
And people are like screaming and running like, no!
Stop! And then he shoves it in his ass.
And then he pulls over and he's just like, oh, I'm sorry. And he puts the kid in the car and drives away. And they're like, what the fuck? That makes me laugh. I like laughing. That's why we're here tonight, guys. This is a show about laughing and fun and friendship and alcohol.
Drinking. Yeah.
For everyone.
Is magic.
Most people enjoy laughing unless they're baby toes.
I mean, if you're really ticklish.
Inside
Sorry,
joke.
we made we were talking. Okay, I'll tell the thing. Fine, fuck it. The internet should know. I was walking around so much that I had like blisters on my feet, and the blisters fucking started bleeding, and then my socks were bloody, and then fucking eventually my feet just made calluses, and now my socks aren't bloody anymore from like these last couple of weeks of working so hard. And we were talking about, does Night Strike's feet have any calluses? And then we started talking about Night Strike has baby feet.
Yes, they're baby soft.
And they're extremely soft and ticklish, and that he gets angry when you tickle his feet. I don't know why we went down that whole path. But
Where the hell was I for this conversation?
I don't have that many calluses on my feet, but like my knees and elbows have a lot.
Lots of rug burns.
Wow. What happens?
I don't know. I can just imagine Night Strike getting upset about you tickling his feet because they're extra ticklish. That's all. And I found that humorous. Oh, Gun Library Garrett says the price tonight. What is it, Ray? I can't determine that.
Let's say $11
Per shot?
per shot.
Okay.
Unless Savage
not
gets
bad.
involved, then we'll have a Savage price. But yeah.
The Savage
That is
Special.
true. That is true.
Yeah, so I am doing Irish car bombs tonight. Let me go grab that, by the way.
Yeah. Oh my god. So I got my demonias in.
What are demonias?
My badass fucking platforms.
Oh God.
Why do you think
Oh.
you're gonna talk about some gay ass shit?
They're fucking badass. Like, dude, come on. They're fucking badass as hell.
Those
I
are-
would wear those.
If you're a vampire,
These are fucking dick as hell.
I'll definitely
my
wear
God.
those.
Oh, what's
Those
up, brother?
What's
Chicago.
What's
good?
good?
You need those with like some fishnets and some Daisy Dukes and maybe like a crop top.
When we get to
I
see
got
some
all
guitar
of
work.
that, but Honda would be pissed.
Or I guess it'd be here. When are we gonna hear some guitar work?
Oh shit. I don't need no like one riff.
Nice.
Right there. There you go.
And now we're copyright struck. You think I'm joking? I bet we will. It's a guitar riff. I'm sure someone has it or some shit.
Yeah, I was actually going to play the riff, but I was like, nah.
Is it from a song we would know?
It's from Kingfish. It's a blues song.
Okay.
Jesus Christ. Gun Library Garrett just wants to fucking kill me tonight. That's how it's going to be.
How much do you donate?
44.
44.
That's 4 shots, Ray Ray.
Yep. That is.
44, damn.
I'm not doing shots, but I'll drink with you.
So
I'm already like fucking a half a glass of wine in, so.
You're being classy. You're being a classy bitch tonight.
I have to work tomorrow morning.
Wine.
See, and this is what I get for trying to do some complicated ass
So do
shit
I.
for my shots. Like, oh, I just need one of these, and 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 I can take a shot. Like, it's cool. Don't worry, we'll do it. Oh, and if you guys like Irish cream but don't like spending the money,
What is
this
that?
shit right here.
You get some guyish cream.
Is that wine base or is that whiskey based? Because wine
Irish
base
whis-
is disgusting.
Irish whiskey is based. Irish
Thank
cream is Irish
God.
whiskey.
Thank
Irish
God.
whiskey is whiskey.
I'm doing Pinnacle tonight, but that's just because I had a free bottle of it. So.
Bacardi Gold for me.
Liberty Creek Pink Moscato. Only the finest
Bacardi Gold.
California wine.
Oh,
That's-
yeah.
That's
I
classy
don't like
compared to me.
whiskey,
Usually
but
wine I do Red Cat.
I don't like whiskey, but I do like Jameson.
Yeah, Honda doesn't like brown liquor.
No, it's because
Honda doesn't like brown anything.
Honda might be one of those closet Nazis.
all right.
Drinking
Sorry.
is brought to you by Tack Rice. Tack Rice. For all your hangovers.
Tack
All
rice.
this time to get the first shot. There you go, beer in there, shot, drop it.
Oh,
I made
All
some
right, that's
Guinness gravy last week, and it was good.
So how many fucking shots is a car bomb?
there we go.
Depends how big you want to make it.
Well, I mean, a car bomb is Guinness, about that much in a cup, just enough so when you put the shot glass in it, the edge of the shot glass and the beer line up when the shot glass falls into it.
Okay.
Because you want it to mix as you're pouring it. You don't want it to mix before you drink it, right? And then it's half a shot of Bailey's or Irish cream, and then half a shot of whiskey. So I don't know. I might be regretting this decision later.
So wine for overly emotional suburbanites. Well, okay, but like it tastes good and it gets me fucked up, so fuck off.
So yeah, we're gonna be sitting on this one for a minute. I still got 33 to go because I've done 11. Right?
Yeah. That sounds way worse than it is, but yes. What was the challenge about drinking beers flying across the country and Always Sunny?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
100 something. Wade Boggs.
Wade Boggs.
the Wade
challenge.
Boggs.
Let's Wade Boggs this shit, Honda. Let's get you a shirt with a Sharpie marker and mark how many you've had.
My wife and sister did a Always Sunny birthday party for me a year ago, and we had some rum ham and some chicken denim. And
Ray, I know you're not a big beer drinker, correct?
No, I don't like beer that much. I mean, like summer shandy or something like that on a hot day, maybe, but that's about it.
Either do I, but if we ever do like a trip, like out east, like back to DC or some shit like that, you, me, Honda, all gotta do the Wade
We got
Boggs.
to do the Wade Boggs challenge. Like, will they only serve you 2 beers on an airplane?
So it depends. Usually,
They
as
don't
you
even
start
serve
to get
beers
more,
on airplanes anymore.
as you start to get more intoxicated, they tend to cut you off. I've noticed.
I say
They don't serve them. Like I've been on 2 flights recently, and both of them it wasn't even an option because of COVID. They're
that
just
makes
like,
sense.
fuck up.
Yeah.
I think we need to do this, all of us. Like, we get fucking hammered beforehand,
Before the flight, yeah.
And like we get a designated flyer. Basically, we need like a chaperone.
That can be me. I don't really drink.
We need to figure out a way to like have everyone meet up. Like, period, dude. Like,
I thought we're doing some crazy hunting trip that around where Ray lives, at someone's ranch or some shit.
We were talking about going up to Sandhill Shooter's place in Nebraska at one point, but like that's never been finalized or whatever. We never even talked to him. He offered that to Matt, I, and some other people at the Tulsa thing, and like I'm sure all would be welcome.
Yeah, but Nebraska sucks.
Yeah, but they have really big like deer and shit.
Yeah.
We go up to Nebraska, and all of a sudden, out of the woods comes Travis. Hey guys.
Hey guys, Travis B11 here, and I've got my new 1911.
Good to see you guys. I was just reviewing this tree over here.
We'd actually all be asleep, and he'd do a review on us all sleeping, and we wouldn't know until we saw the video.
Oh my god!
In fucking Nebraska, like Travis thinks, oh, it's only 500 miles. That's close.
Oh my god!
Jesus, I like Travis. He's a good guy, man.
He's great. I love Travis. He's one of my favorite YouTube channels.
He's just so nice. Like, that's the thing. He's so fucking nice. Like, and he gets along with us, which I don't understand because none of us.
I don't.
He's even nicer in person.
Yeah, yeah.
Travis is cool as shit.
I don't know, man. I don't know. He's a good guy though. Cheers to you, Travis B11. And Gun Library Garrett, I see you again trying to kill me.
Was that cum? What the fuck's in that?
It's a Irish car bomb.
It's viscous.
Cum.
Yeah, he's drinking cum, Matt.
Drinking shots of cum.
just a cup of jizz.
Yeah, it's Guyish cream, not Irish cream.
Oh yeah, I like guys.
That's right. It's okay. Like you can be gay.
All right, well that's 2 down, but I don't know, man. Should these count as 2? Because that's like a lot of booze.
That's what I was saying. I don't think that's one.
Yeah,
because
you're adding you're adding beer and shit on top of it. So yeah, I'm okay with it counting as 2.
Okay.
So then we got fucking one more.
One more right now. All right, one more right now, and then I gotta chill out for a minute and fucking drop in $22 more. You fucker.
Everyone dropping $11.
Oh Jesus Christ!
Goddamn love Bailey.
You got another 22.
Huh?
I don't see it. I just see the first.
Oh no, I didn't. You're good. Matt's just fucking with me because he's an ass. I mean, we all knew this. This isn't new. This couldn't be on hasty headlines because everyone already knows it.
Yeah.
Matt
is an asshole.
We should do hasty headlines and have it just be about Matt and his fucking like bullshit.
Have you guys out there been enjoying the couple of times where I've done like the Honda's headlines on the Gay Frog chat, where I pick out headlines that kind of make sense from a tinfoil hat conspiracy theory kind of way? I've done that twice recently.
Interesting. So you're trying to steal NEA's thunder, but try and do it your way.
No, basically I'm copying InfoWars.
Oh.
That's all InfoWars does, except for like he goes like all crazy off the wall with the shit. So
the water's making the freaking frogs gay.
The estrogen in the water is making the freaking frogs gay.
And hopefully,
well, hell yeah, I would love that right now.
Sponsorship money from InfoWars.
I just want to say that I'm very pro-gay frog. I hope all the frogs are gay.
Right. All the sexy frogs.
That's enough of that for a minute. So, God damn it.
Go Gun Library Garrett.
Okay. You can save this one for a finisher to top the night. Thank you, sir. Because if I did that right now, this would be a very short chat. I can tell you that. It already might be. That was 3 in a row. Like, I even lost my train of thought. Like, I had some shit that was in my head that I was going to talk about, and now all that's in there is Jameson, so.
That's how we like it. No plan.
Oh, wait, this is Saturday. I could actually wear that. No, I'm not.
I do get my Heritage Rough Rider barkeep this week. which I'm super excited about because I've been talking about that for how long, and I finally fucking pulled the trigger, so to speak, and got it. I still got to get the cylinder to go in it. I wonder how long it takes them to deliver the cylinder when you order it from Heritage. Have you guys ever ordered one before?
No.
I ordered one. It took a week and a half, 2 weeks. Something like
That's not bad. That's not bad at all. I might just do that now then so that it gets here before I move because I don't know how shipping at the new place is going to be. Which is in 11 days when I start moving, which is insane to me because I really haven't done shit yet to get ready for it. But I don't know, man. We'll see how it goes.
You guys have your garage sale yet?
No one's done shit. And that's not surprising.
Yeah.
Colostomy Bag dropped in $5 and says, how do you guys balance buying fun guns versus AT-15s, I think he means AR-15s, and Glocks? I just got a single-shot sub-MOA 22 because it's fun, not because it's practical.
So I think what he's talking about mostly is like cool milsurps and shit like that, or collector guns or shit versus stuff that might get banned, right? And like, I kind of view that like right now, you probably ought to buy some AR-15s, but like, you know, once you have 3 or 4 of those, however many you deem necessary, like then focus on that shit.
I kind of go back and forth, like, and I agree with you. Like right now, maybe buy the AR-15 over the other thing, but usually I would buy like a gun that I want, that's kind of cool, that's fun, that has no purpose, and then a gun that I need that does have a purpose, and then a gun that I want, and then a gun that I need, and then pretty soon you're running out of guns that you need, right? Because there's so many different guns and like different holes in your armament that are missing until they're all full, and then that's just guns you want, you know?
You can look at things too, like that SKS I bought, where it's like, that is a cool collector gun, but at the same point, if guns get banned, that gun is going to go way up because it's probably not going to be in whatever.
Yeah, there's some guns that kind of cross the boundaries and kind of can fill both, but I'm on your same kind of standpoint, Ray, is like, right now, yeah, I'd probably aim more for the AR-15s and Glocks if you don't already have several. Like, if you have several, then get what the fuck you want. Like, I mean...
I think Steadley's got an awesome point right here. Buy an import AK if you ever wanted any. Right now, and yes, they're goddamn expensive. It's what, like $1,100 for a decent AK, something like that, right now.
More than that now.
But imagine if they're no longer available for import,
which is likely.
Which is very likely. Like the price on those AKs is going to double, triple, quadruple.
Or you could just buy an SKS.
That's not the same.
Sorry.
How I ended
That's horrible.
Yeah.
God damn it, Matt! You fucking cocksucker! You're a fucking bitch.
You better put that on the fucking screen.
Oh my! Well, I got to get to this one first. Just dropped a picture of my new ride in the Gay Frog Discord. It's even got a 302. Let me get to Discord.
Yeah, it's easier for you to bring it up.
I'll be right back. I gotta go grab something.
302.
Oh, look at this. Okay.
What is it?
Mustang? Or no.
No, old Ford, man.
No, I was wondering if it would be with a 302.
Look at these old cars, man. You got a bunch of cool shit.
Is it a Fairlane or?
I don't know what that is. I'm not sure what kind of Ford that. It's a Ford, but I don't know what Ford.
My dad had a '66 Fairlane with a 351 Cleveland in it.
That's cool, man.
And then I have a '67 Fastback.
Purdy.
Drink, you Tito Jackson of the YouTube gun community.
Oh my god.
Hold on, I gotta look something up.
Look up Tito Jackson.
What the fuck?
Do you not know who Tito Jackson is? That's Invincible. You don't watch Invincible?
Okay. All right. All right. Sorry. Oh, there's Yankee.
Now you're advertising Yankee on your shit. God damn, man.
Free advertisement.
Yeah, man, I like that car. That's fucking cool. I like those old fucking like if we ever get attacked by Russia and they start doing EMPs, you can still drive that thing. That's the best part.
What is it?
I don't know. Gun Library Garrett, tell us what it is. It's a 63 Fairline 50p Sport Coupe.
A Fairlane. Yeah, my dad had a
it's a Fairlane.
66. A 66 GT.
That's very
Car my
nice.
car my parents got married in.
Did they make you in that car?
I don't know.
I would say yes if you ever asked that question again.
My dad's a fucking pervert.
So
My mom was 13 and he was 19.
oh, Jesus Christ.
She was 17 when she had me.
Well, you have to get them while they're young.
Well, now I don't know what to say now. Like I was gonna try to say something funny, but like there's just nowhere to fucking go that's funny with that whole setup that you just left me with, man.
Well, unfortunately, that's how it was back then.
What was that senator or whatever that got in trouble because he was like courting like a 13-year-old girl? But it was in like 1970, and then it came up.
I feel like you really didn't narrow the field.
Well, isn't it? I mean,
Just kidding, YouTube.
California's trying to change the law on that, where it's like where they're trying to make it where it's not pedophilia if they're at least 16. Like,
Oh, then Matt Gates will be fine.
I think that's how it is in the UK. Like, you're of age at 16.
Well, it's weird in different states. It's different things. Like in Colorado, pedophilia is pedophilia, but if you're 16, you can be with someone who's like up to 19, and if you're 17, it's up to 27.
yeah. See, Oregon, it's 18 across the board. You could be 17, and she could be 18, and she's going to prison, or vice versa.
See, in Texas, it's basically there's a 3-year rule. If you're 17, you can be with somebody who's up to 20. If you're 16, it's 19. If you're 15, it's 18. Basically, how it
Romeo and
works.
Juliet laws.
All right, Matt, here's your fucking shot.
Mm-hmm. Drink that cum.
God damn it. Dude, I'm already drunk, and this is another one, and I still owe fucking Gun Library Garrett a shot at the end of this. Lord have mercy. Nomine Patri et Filii Spiritus Sancti. Shepherds we shall be. For thee, my Lord, for thee. I don't know the whole thing. How's it go?
Get your stupid fucking rope.
Remember,
Fucking bro,
tomorrow
you know he had
is double tap day. Remember.
Oh, what are you
shoot
gonna do
your
with that,
zombie.
Rambo?
Oh,
Isn't tomorrow Easter?
Yep.
yep.
Yeah,
It's
pretty
double
much
tap day. It's double tap day. Remember, you got to double tap, or it's just they just don't stay dead. Come on. Yes, and I just offended all the Christians up in this bitch.
Oh, I'm offended.
Oh god, I could
really?
care less. Dealing with them on fucking Facebook and shit. Ugh, we're fucking disgusted.
Why are you on Facebook? Why would you give money to that organization?
I don't even give money to them.
Yeah, but you give your attention and time to them, which gives them money.
Not really.
Yes, really.
No, I don't really get on too much.
But you get off a lot.
Oh,
This is true. This is very true, actually.
In your face!
Did anyone see the not a silencer ads on Facebook using Yankees videos? I messaged him on a video, but he never responded. I haven't seen it. I've heard of it, but I haven't seen it.
Yeah, no, I've already talked to Yankee about it. He knows they're out there. He doesn't give a shit.
It's like the wish.com fucking like oil, what is it? The solvent trap or whatever they call it.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
they
yeah.
actually sell things that just look like straight up fucking baffles.
No, I
Yeah.
mean, it is what, like, you have to drill a hole in the end and register it with the ATF if you want to have it legal, right?
Yeah, I'm not talking about the one on Yank, but I've actually seen stuff on Wish that it's a straight up fucking baffle.
Yeah.
Right. And that's what they are, dude. I mean, they're silent. And the thing is, they're like $20, dude, or like $30. Like, I wish Silencer Co. could come up with that shit. And
I don't know.
Well, they also suck.
man.
Like there have been
They do.
YouTubers who have done fucking videos of them, and they suck as silencers.
It's for 22. They're okay on 22.
Yeah. So.
Have you ever seen someone shoot a 22 with one of those oil can filter silencer things?
Mm-hmm.
Dude, that works really fucking surprisingly well. Like it like when they shoot it, you can't even hear what it like. The sound of the gun going back and forth, like the bolt going back and forth, is all you hear, and like the bullet hitting the dirt or whatever.
Yeah, it's because it technically is basically how a suppressor works. It's a very similar to the design to especially the early suppressors.
I don't know, man. And like the zombie, like what is the law about buying one of those little adapter things and just having it?
It's
So-
Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, because you can get the adapters that are. You can have an adapter that's perfectly fine. It's just once you put a oil filter on it, that's actually now a
Well,
problem.
or if you can't put it on a gun either.
Well, you could even have an oil filter on the thing on the gun, as long as there isn't a hole through it where a bullet could go.
Yeah, because there's some out there that I've seen. Because there's this one that was selling at one of our local gun show. No, granted, this was like over a year and a half ago since I was last at a gun show. But they sold a adapter that would screw onto like your normal threads, and then they came with their own brakes on them. But you could take that brake off once you filed the proper paperwork, and then put a oil filter on. So they sold it with the brake, so it's like, we just sold a muzzle device. Like, that's all it is, because it's a flash hider or a brake. But then you can take that brake off and put something else on.
Well, that's kind of how like Ratworks suppressors work. You buy the one piece, and then once you get approved for the fucking paperwork, then you get the other piece to finish it as a suppressor.
Yep.
I really like the I don't know if it's a flash hider or a muzzle brake that you had, Ray, that went on the end of whatever gun it was.
Yeah.
Also, oil filter if you had one to go on it.
So I have a thing on the end of my AR pistol. It's permanently welded on. That either takes a little collar thing that's like a flash hider, like blast diffuser thing, or you can put an oil filter on it to catch the solvents that drain out of your barrel.
That might have been the thing that I had seen that was at our local shop, because theirs was very similar setup.
I don't know, man. It seems kind of a funny. Like, are people really that concerned about saving their solvents?
I don't
I
know.
mean,
like,
you don't want to
I
pollute.
I like it for the little collar thing because it was $30, and it's a muzzle device that does what I was wanting it to do for $30.
And there actually is companies that make actually really good shit.
So, I have a buddy of mine who got into guns back in the day when I had a shotgun and didn't really give a fuck about like guns at large because I had a shotgun and that's all I needed. And he wanted to get into competition shooting, so he bought a little 22 pistol. And so he would go to the gun range all the time. And one time he was like, come to the gun range with me. And I did. And we shot. And I brought my shotgun with me, not knowing at the time, because I wasn't really into guns at that time, that you couldn't just shoot a shotgun at a gun range. You know, like you need to like go to a skeet range for that or whatever. So we couldn't shoot my shotgun. And we went over to his place and hung out afterwards and stuff. And I was talking about how my shotgun, I had my shotgun for like 5-6 years at that point, and I'd never cleaned it once. And like the action on it was getting kind of sticky or whatever, you know? And so I was like, yeah, the action is getting kind of sticky. He was like, oh yeah, we'll just, we can clean that up. And so we had like a bottle of hops number 9, and we were cleaning it up. And in his room, dude, I feel so bad about this. I had the gun and I turned to be like, hey, blah, blah, blah. And I knocked the bottle of hops over and it spilled into his carpet. The whole bottle spilled out into his room. And from then on, his whole fucking room just smelled.
Well, nothing like a toxic waste dump.
Oh, he was pissed, but he
I mean, some people enjoy that smell, like me.
Really?
I don't think while
love
you're
the
trying to
smell of
sleep. Not when
By the
you're
way-
trying to sleep.
Real quick, I just want to go back and address the fact that Honda had to look up who Tito Jackson was. Can we talk about that for a minute?
Tito, stop teasing.
Keto.
Like,
Names.
like I don't know how you grow up in the United States of America and not know who Tito Jackson is.
I mean,
Even
okay.
Eddie Murphy talks
Now,
about it.
if you were to say Tito Jackson 5, I would have been like, oh, Tito Jackson. Okay.
Well, because he's the one everybody makes fun of as being the least talented Jackson. That's the
Right.
joke. Like he is a joke. Tito Jackson is the punchline of a joke. So like that's how everybody knows his name, in addition to the Jackson 5.
And Eddie Murphy Delirious.
Yes.
I don't know, man.
Just threw me back, man. That's all. That's all I'm saying.
Do you remember when the whole shit about Michael Jackson molesting kids came out?
Do I remember? Yeah, it was early '90s, I think.
Shit, I was
about
there.
How disillusioned you were by your childhood being revolving around this superstar known as Michael Jackson and his Wonderland Ranch, and how in fact the whole time he was recruiting children to molest? Did that occur to you when you were making your joke?
No. It did not occur to me.
Fuck you, because that's insensitive and
You bigot.
that's racist somehow. I haven't figured it out yet, but I'll let you know.
Yeah, that's white
It just
kids
is. You don't have to
privilege
figure
telling
out
on
how.
them.
It just is.
See, Roy Munson gets it.
Yeah. Only who the white Jacksons are.
Oh my god.
I didn't say it. Y'all said that shit.
Oh my god. Do you at least know who Janet is?
Who did we just
Who?
call Roy
Miss
Munson?
Jackson, if you're nasty.
Titties Jackson.
Matt,
Nobody cares about
who did we
Reba
just call
Jackson.
Roy Munson?
Nipplegate.
What?
Who did we just call Roy Munson?
There's somebody in the chat called Roy Munson.
Oh, Roy Munson's the dude from that bowling movie, the Kingpin.
Oh, okay.
He's the one with the hook hand.
Oh, okay. Bill Murray, right? No, the other dude, the crazy motherfucker.
Yeah,
He's
the one
crazy in real life.
She
Woody
said,
Harrelson.
Woody
Right?
Harrelson.
Woody Harrelson.
Oh, Woody Harrelson's a okay. I don't fucking remember.
she
Dude,
said
I've
she
seen that
looked,
movie one fucking time, and that was in like 1996 when it came out or whatever the fuck.
she said she looked like Janet Jackson. More like Freddie Jackson. More like Tito Jackson.
See, that's funny.
What is that from?
Friday.
Friday.
Okay, that's right. That's right. I haven't seen that movie in forever.
Did someone get kicked out of the chat? Someone was saying someone got kicked. Hold on.
What?
You mean my bike?
Oh god. Yeah, it sucks he's dead now.
Did Emptiness get kicked out of the chat for some reason? I didn't see why. If
Where
so,
did who kicked what?
it was like Emptiness.
Yeah. Why would somebody kick him out of the chat?
I have no idea. That's
I haven't
why
even seen him talking in here.
Me either. That's why. Fuck me.
It was me.
What's a good 12 gauge AR upper I should get? They make 12 gauge AR uppers?
Yeah, they're fucking expensive. Like $2,000.
I didn't know they make 12 gauge.
Yeah, you have to use a 308 lower.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
I wouldn't buy one.
No, you can buy a dedicated semi-auto shotgun that's better for way
that
less.
just makes more sense. But to each his own, I guess.
It's
I mean,
cool if it wasn't $2,000, but
Yeah, if they were like a couple $100 or something, maybe.
Genesis arms? Okay. No, that looks cool. Here, check this out. Let me screen share it. I haven't seen these.
they were new if it's the same brand, they were new at SHOT Show just a few years ago.
So yeah, I mean, it uses a 308 lower, right? Which I already have back there. But they're $2,000 for that fucking upper. That's bullshit, dude. Like, cause
Yeah.
all that is a tube with a little tube and a hand guard and like a bolt and stuff. Like, why is that $2,000? I mean, I guess for the research and development and blah blah blah. Okay, fine, fuck off. You got to pay your fucking scientist.
All I'm
A
saying, Hunter, is I think you
VR80
could
is
make
a
it better.
fucking a VR80 is a fucking awesome shotgun for $500 to $600. I don't know why you would spend that much.
It is cool.
Have you seen the VR80?
The Rock Island.
Yeah.
Yeah. They almost look too futuristic-y, which I tend to attribute to.
I like that.
But you can take that. You can just put any mil specs stock on it.
No,
I like that how it is.
I don't know what I'm saying is, like, you know how when we like some of these shotguns and things come in imported and they're shittily made, but they like are all done up like fucking sci-fi guns and shit, whatever.
Right.
Like when I look at that, I go, "Oh, that must be a piece of shit," just because of how it look. It's not that it doesn't look cool. It's that I look at it and I go, "Oh, well, no self-respecting gun would look like that, so therefore it must be a piece of shit."
I see what you're
that,
saying.
dude. That
Yeah.
thing's fucking cool.
That is cool.
That's $500.
Yeah, you can pick them up for $500 to $600 in normal times. Right now they're pushing closer to $700, but
Well, MSRP is $699. So
everyone I know paid $550 to $600.
Is that a big thing in competition circles? now?
Yeah, they're real huge right now because the Siegas, even after you put 3,000 into them, they still break every other match. So
Those things are holding up though.
yeah, I know
oh shit, I could get one right now on Buds.
the local
Do it.
gun
Do it, man.
team
Do it.
for
Do it.
my club. They all run them, and they've been running them for 2 years.
Not for MSRP, I'm not. Fuck that shit.
How much is it, Matt?
$699.
I'll just buy mine from
Never
Matt.
mind.
That's a good deal now.
And you can get 5, 9, 18, and 25 round drums for it.
Oh,
All right, I'm looking now.
Although I could just put it on layaway.
You can buy me one. My birthday's coming up.
Right? Same here.
I've been trying
I
to get
need a
one
nice
for a
shotgun.
while, but they're always sold out.
I kind of want one of those now.
See, I've seen those at my local, and I've never like really because to Matt's same purpose, like they usually have all the futuristic like shotguns from
Yeah,
Turkey and shit
it's
all on
usually-
the same rack, and it's just like I pass over, I'm like, oh, there's the Halo shotguns, and like I just keep walking usually, like I don't really look at them that much.
The trigger room's kind of mil spec filling, but then there's a Tombstone Tactical makes a really nice, like 3 or 4 pound trigger for it.
Wow, they're like out of stock everywhere. Look at that.
They're super popular right now in the like 3-gun, multi-gun crowd because they actually work. Like the last match I RSO'd, I saw 4 Sagas go down, and each one of them had over $2,000 put into them.
Look at all those guns I can't own. That's nice.
Right?
How much are they going for in Gunbroker?
Broke.
$669 is the cheapest one I've seen so far. Maybe
Well, that's because
$650.
The
No, that's
market
not the
determines
same.
the price over there, so.
Well, if anybody wants to buy one, Buds has them right now, and you can do layaway.
$670. I don't know. Sometimes Gunbroker's weird.
Buy it.
Sometimes you can find them cheaper though, even though it says that's the cheapest.
Personally, I think even at $700, like if you care, if you're a competition shooter, like there's nothing else that shoots that good in that price range. And the magazines are not that too expensive for them, and they do take chokes.
Oh, that's 20 gauge there. Fuck that.
Oh, they make a 20 gauge one?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, $769. How much was it at Buds?
$699.
Okay, it's cheaper at Buds than on Gunbroker then. Unsurprisingly.
Broker.
And Gun.Deals didn't have shit. All right. Stop screen sharing how to do things online because that's how you get taken off of YouTube. Mm.
Huh.
Mm.
Na 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 na.
Nah.
Make it say,
No.
That was more like a question. Na 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 na.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Na na na.
Derpy wasn't sure.
AC97 says James Yeager went from being in the news to NRA shilling.
Yeah,
Like years ago?
that was a while back.
And that is why you shouldn't listen to him, amongst many other reasons.
And when
Wait,
we did,
wait. Is he shilling for them now again? Is he like, or
Is he
actually he
back?
just never really stopped, did he? He just never stopped.
He never stopped.
all I know about James Yeager is that
Can't stop,
when
won't
there
stop.
was the Trump and I forget who it was. There was some sort of a debate going on between Trump and somebody, and he did a live stream, and I did a live stream at the same time, and we had more people watching my live stream here on the E Honda 420 channel than James Yeager did on his. So fuck you, I'm bigger than James Yeager. That's why we say it on every chat.
So was
I was
Tyrion
there that
Lannister,
night.
so
We're bigger than James Yeager, y'all. I'm all up in
God. Oh my god.
Oh man, Captain Bastard Par is calling you out, Derpy. He says this is the best behaved I've seen Derpy. It's because I threatened him before the chat.
I was about to say that's because
don't get him started. Don't.
Yeah, you did it. It's over with.
Derpy, go get those fishnets on.
Go get your
I actually have
Oh god.
Put him on the big
my
screen.
career. I have my career in a box right now.
Do screen sharing, so Derpy's tiny, so you have to like blow your screen up and look very with like magnifying glasses to see what he's doing. That'll be okay.
Now tiny dancers in my head.
Tiny dancer.
And I kind of want one of those shotguns now, you motherfucker. Fuck you. I was fine till you showed me that shit.
I know, right?
I broke in my fucking 1911 today, and I fucking love this thing. It's awesome.
What'd you get?
It's a Remington R1 I've had.
Oh, nice.
Congratulations, you are now 80 years old.
What do you say?
Congratulations.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just congratulations.
Okay. He's so quiet. He's like a little mouse.
You're like a little mousy
You
boy.
need to be cat boy or dog boy. I don't know.
Let's look at funny Honda DIY projects. These are DIY projects that Honda would do. Look, we got shoes, man.
What the fuck?
What is that?
It's saran wrap shoes. That's all you need. It's soft. It's not very breathable, but you know.
It's gonna be funky.
Oh no.
No.
Look at this part right here, though. That's the worst part.
Yeah.
Why is it brown? And like,
Looks
you
like
know
a
that this
trucker
part right
toilet.
here has rubbed all the balls.
Yeah.
So like, whatever anyone caught, you now have.
Right. It should have been brown colored. The whole thing.
Oops.
Did they just staple it to the wall? Oh, they nailed it. Look, there's nails. That's what that
They
is.
wanted blackout curtains.
Yeah.
Actually, that's how my curtains look now. It's nailed to the window.
Oh,
Dude, that's actually pretty
fucking-
awesome.
That's pretty fucking cool. Look, the thing even goes up. That's awesome, dude. Congratulations, sir. You get the Honda Award for your
Right? That is ingenious as
I
fuck.
wonder if that cat actually can use that.
Yeah, if the cat could open it, that would be key.
Yeah.
It's great for the underpants nose.
Oops.
Oh, I was like, what's wrong with this? Oh, you can't open the door. That's what's wrong with that.
You can. It goes the other way.
No, it does not.
No,
No,
it
because
doesn't.
look at the hinges.
Yeah, it could. Yeah, they fucked that up.
It definitely goes the way that you can't open it.
Unless it's a forever closed door for them. But
Wait. The fuck?
Perfect.
I thought it was
Nailed it.
attached to the door. Oh my god, that's awesome.
Did that guy hollow out a watermelon to make
Yes.
a game?
Yes. To play fucking Pokemon. Hell yeah.
Is that what that is?
Yeah, that's what he's playing. Game
True.
Freak is Pokemon.
So is that a Pokeball then?
Ha! Oh my god.
If it fits, it fits.
Okay.
That is if it fits it sits. That's the
I hope that's real, because that's awesome.
What is it?
Seems like a Jeff Foxworthy joke right there.
Yeah, it's like I bought a truck too big to fit in my garage, so I cut a hole in my garage door so I could fit my truck. It makes sense. I mean, from a certain point of view. Like, you own the garage door. Do what the fuck you want. Jesus.
You need some new shoes.
Holy fuck, dude. Yeah.
That fool looks like he just Flintstone that bitch.
Honda,
Perhaps
or
I'm
we were-
not stressing loud over a small project, blah, blah, blah. What is this?
Now you're probably an ad.
Is there an argument going outside my window?
I don't understand what the point of this is.
Does it say anything else in the bottom part?
When you just need somewhere to put your coffee mug and everywhere else is taken, you improvise a 5-minute DIY with a week-old toast
Some cement.
cement in a bottle.
Gross.
No. Can we not?
Somebody's having an argument outside.
Oh, turn on your camera and let's see the gunshots.
Fuck your baby daddy!
I'm on the laptop, not the phone. Let's see.
Bring your laptop. You're on Wi-Fi.
Just do a desktop to get it started.
Yeah, get them going. Slam a door. That's how the cops start shooting. You start slamming doors.
And sprinkle some crack on.
That's one thing, man. When I moved to this new place, like, it could be like totally awesome, or I could have some like crazy cracked out fucking weirdo arguing, cops called every night, gunshot neighbors, and I don't know if it's gonna be like that. I hope not. Okay, so someone put mood ring paint on their toilet seat.
Dude, that would be amazing.
Look, that's where the balls are. Right there. You can see the heat imprint.
Is it balls or is it?
No, those are balls.
Those are balls, damn it. I've seen plenty of them.
He knows because he is the expert on what is and is not balls. He's seen so many.
What the fuck?
It sounds like a white woman.
Man, they are arguing.
Yeah.
They're fucking yelling out
Don't do a
there.
hoe.
Can you turn on your camera?
Steel toe Crocs.
You can't see nothing.
Dude, there was shots fired in the parking lot. Dude, there was shots fired in the parking lot of my work the other night.
Leo
What the
reminds me of Weatherman on Family Guy. Like, it raining. Like his whole like take on the situation is that you can't see anything.
It gonna rain. Thanks, Wally.
Night Strike would love this.
Are those
Why?
like Crocs?
Night Strike actually created them, so
Or those steel toe Crocs?
Those are steel toe Crocs.
I'll just damn.
Hey man, sometimes you need your toes protected and to be fashionable.
Wire larping.
I live in Colorado and I don't own Crocs, and that's where they're made.
I don't own Crocs either.
Why? Why would you do what? This hurts.
If a fight starts, I'm gonna switch to the mobile phone.
All right,
Get it exclusive.
Hey.
you give us the play-by-play.
Right.
What is this?
It's a
That's
fence.
an ad.
It's
Oh,
a fence.
that's a fence.
Doors.
Someone just took old doors and made a fence.
That's
I guess it
recycling.
worked.
Hey, man, I actually agree with this one. That's not bad. I like it.
Might
If
be
it
a
works, it
redneck.
works. What in the What in the hell? No, don't fucking do that.
Oh, shit.
No.
Hey, what could go wrong?
I don't. Yeah,
Okay.
right?
I don't think you
bad.
understand how this works.
All right,
Bill, I don't think you know how electricity works.
everybody at home, can you find yourself a wire coat hanger and test this out for me real quick?
Oh my god. How'd you ground
Just
your
go ahead.
whole fucking
Just go
house?
ahead and let me know how it goes when you're.
That's how you make it. That's how you make it to a lightning jack.
Drop in a $50 super chat.
Oh,
and
God.
Honda will do it.
That's disgusting. I'm
The fuck is that?
uncomfortable. I'm uncomfortable. They are insect legs.
Insect leg eyelashes.
Yup.
Why?
I am uncomfortable. Cockroach.
Well,
Of
Collected all the
things.
legs from cockroaches that live in my house. Finally created my own masterpiece. These jumbo flying cockroaches' legs are now for sale. They are a bit itchy, but cute.
oh wow.
I like that. That's actually
That
Now
is-
you're
that
never
is
right alone.
Can you flip it the other way and fuck it?
What are we looking at?
That's a
These are-
shifter in your car. Someone put a mannequin hand for the shifter.
Okay.
Dude, that's awesome.
I don't know what's wrong with that. That's actually pretty cool.
Yeah, that's
Right?
neat.
I've got no complaints.
Right?
Although, if that water looks pretty dirty down here.
I wouldn't doubt that it is
Yeah,
dirty.
but that could be the color because that's stone. That's hard to say.
Yeah, who knows? I mean, it's got lots of weird bubbles. That's all I'm saying.
Is that like a sushi bar or something?
No, it's a desk.
That's someone's like house.
So
like,
it's got
someone
glass
built that.
across the top of it, and then it's got a stream that runs through the middle of it and falls down, and then a pump that takes it back underneath and back up and pumps it back here so that it can flow again.
Huh.
I don't see a problem with that one. That's awesome.
Oh, that's cool.
Probably heavy as fuck, but
Oh yeah. I fucking need that for my job. Some of them truckers, my dude. Some of the truckers. I do need a goddamn pogo stick.
dude, that's just ingenious.
Like fucking just disgusting.
Why has no one thought of this before?
I've seen that picture. Yeah, I felt it.
Oh, they made a little
Plates?
those are plates. They made a
Yeah.
little hedge line with the plates. That's kind of white trash, ghetto.
Yeah. White trash,
Well,
beautiful.
olden days it would have been tires. So.
That's true. So it is a step up. Okay. Progress.
It's like fucking your stepsister instead of your sister. That kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly. We're not actually related.
Only partial.
I could see Ray Ray rolling with this shit.
Hey man, that's from
Ooh,
Escape from New York.
That's exactly the Escape from New York loadout. Like,
Just need some spinners.
Duke of New York, A number 1.
I'm the Duke of New York.
Ray Ray's just driving around. I'm the Duke of Tulsa.
I would totally do that. I'd drive down like Main Street.
That's fucking weird.
That's like Buffalo Bill status. Just no. Don't do that. Just don't fucking do that.
Those do look like the stairs leading down to the dungeon where you kill people.
Uh-huh.
Made from the genes of the people from whom you've already killed.
Uh-huh.
She's that big fat woman.
Yeah, that's fucking ghetto, dude. Fuck
You
you.
have lots of skin.
Oh, that's cute.
I have to say, I'm not hating on this one, actually.
I think we should make this and send it to Duke.
You gotta paint it green though.
Dude, that's like a Train Spotting. You ever see that movie Train Spotting?
Yes, we just
That is the nightmare from Train Spotting right there, exemplified in a nightlight.
I just saw that for the first time like last week.
That is goddamn great.
Yeah.
I would actually want to dye it like paint it green.
Oh, Matt, never enough ammo. We found your fucking boots.
Roller skates.
You used to be a rollerblader.
Those are real Heelys.
Matt, you were a rollerblader,
Those
right?
are-
These are totally Matt's boots, man.
Matt, if you don't defend yourself, we're just going to assume they're your boots.
Yep, there's boots.
That's like super. Just no.
That's creative, but I don't think it would be comfortable.
Yeah, that would hurt.
I think
It's a
you
helmet.
could put a liner in it like a helmet.
One move, and you just cut your fucking forehead.
Dude, someone's got like a thing that they're trying to sell that, I guess.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Probably find on Etsy.
What in the fuck? No.
Nah, it's cool, but that shit would hurt. It'd hurt, and it'd be cold as fuck. And
Well, there's no toilet seat. Like, what are the girls will fall in, and then when you flush the toilet, they'll get sucked down, like in South Park.
You
Oh
don't
my
need a
God.
toilet seat in hell.
That's how it works, right? Plus,
maybe they're
Okay.
squatters.
oh, I thought this was for the toilet paper. That's for a towel. Never mind. I was like, how are you supposed to get the toilet paper
Around then.
on and off of that thing? Never mind.
One of those industrial big rolls.
Honda.
I would have those.
That's just weird.
I would have those.
Have you
Those
ever
are
seen
actually
the
awesome.
shoes like this that have goldfish swimming inside of them?
Yeah,
Yeah.
You
they
should
don't
get
live long, but
I'm
Yeah,
gonna get
well,
this
I don't
sucker.
think that they're supposed to once you put them inside of your shoes, but
imagine being a stripper with those bitches on. Just like, nope. Those fish are dead by like 2 minutes at least, at most.
oh,
That'll hold it.
they just
that'll
tape
hold
the
it.
wall together. It's not even duct tape.
That'll hold it.
That's like packing tape.
Yeah, that's
It'll
like
be-
a column that holds up the building.
It'll be
God,
fine.
we probably ought to leave.
It'll be fine. All I need is some Gorilla Glue.
No, that's a Honda Christmas tree right there.
It's just tree shape-ish.
It's got lights. You put stuff under it. Wait, what is this?
You won't lose the fucking remote, I'll tell you that.
Late 70s VCRs. Yeah.
It's literally a remote strapped to a 2x4.
How do you change the batteries?
Cut it loose and then tape it back.
Exactly.
I don't get it.
So you won't lose it?
So you won't lose the fucking remote.
See, I lost a remote once for like 6 months. So, like, I feel like I get you.
Someone bedazzled their remote.
It's now camouflaged.
As one does. Which ones are the real buttons? I don't even know anymore.
No one
Some
knows.
unicorn.
Ha ha ha.
I've seen those
I
in a
need a
video
pair
or
of
two.
those. I
I've seen those
need
in
a pair of
video or two.
those. I need a pair of those.
She
The
likes
old,
massages. That's what that means.
Yeah, old magic wand. Yeah. Yeah.
Lower back
magic wand.
massages. Use on your shoulder, your neck.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, that thing does work wonders.
It's that deep tissue.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I have one of those on my nightstand, but I might.
Wouldn't doubt it.
Is that their burner? I don't understand.
What the fuck?
Is that a roll of cheese?
I don't understand. I'm confused by this one. Oh, do they turn the cheese wrapper? Okay, so these cheese
Into a
things come
candle.
wrapped in wax.
Oh,
And they turn their cheese wax into a
a
candle.
candle. Okay.
Oh.
That must
That's
smell
actually
like
low-key genius.
That took a,
it is.
to figure out.
It is, but that must smell horrid.
This is pretty smart.
That is very ingenious.
You got a broken skateboard? You got a piece of wood?
Bam.
Skateboard.
You gotta-
You got a handle on it.
That would suck to
It's
hit
the
anything.
stickboard.
What did they do to this
Did they put
camera?
a plant in there? Yeah.
They put
Is that produce?
no.
Peyote.
They put a goddamn succulent in it. Oh God,
That's how you pass the admissions test.
Christ!
It's green.
Yeah.
Dude, and like the little fucking sentence that they fucking say. Is it better to order online? Why? Most home improvement stores won't have everything you might need in stock, so it's better you simply contact them and get your orders and materials beforehand. It saves time, money, and above all, headaches. What does this have to do with this? Knowing what plant you want to disguise your fender bender. Okay, there you go. Fuck my life.
It's still like stupid.
Like, whoever writes these, someone wrote this shit and they got paid for it. And they don't deserve that money.
Well, Governor, I gotta get out of here. I gotta get up real early tomorrow.
Later, dude.
I'd see you in the furnace.
Good night, everybody. Stay safe.
Oh God, that is no.
You could buy fake teeth online and glue them to whatever the hell you want. That's pretty fucking disgusting.
Again, going back to the wild, like Buffalo Bill status. Like, what the fuck?
What happens when the lighter runs out?
Usually, you have a cover and you slip the lighter in. So you just buy another one and take it out.
See, this is smart. Someone ran over our mailbox and our microwave broke. Right? 2 problems, 1 hole.
What in the trailer trash hell am I
Why is
looking
it plugged in?
at?
I don't know. Maybe you can actually microwave things in it. Maybe it's not broken.
It's a joke.
Plugged in.
Oh, and it says
It's a
why is
joke.
it plugged
What would be
in?
really cool is if the microwave still worked and you could microwave your mail to kill fucking anthrax.
Oh my God.
Or
Ah.
if it was like the mailman then realized that there was a microwave on his route and he could bring his lunch with him and time his route out so that he could like stop at your mailbox and heat up his lunch.
Dude, that would be dank. Again, going back to the
Creepy doll parts.
fucking Buffalo Bill.
I think that's the end of it. That's the end of our weird shit.
Yeah.
And I guess the argument stopped, so I guess there's no fight I can film. Oh well.
Fight.
You should go say What'd that bitch say about you? And then go
How much you do it, Leo?
Get those super chats going.
Just go outside and yell, "Aloha snack bar."
Oh God.
Captain Bastard Pars says, "Where was the remote, Ray Ray?"
It was inside a recliner, like hidden deep in some fucking thing I didn't know existed. It was like one of those Apple remotes.
When you could have just had a duct tape to a stick. I don't know, my dad used to fucking be like, "Oh, we were the first ones in the neighborhood to have a remote. Little Honda and little Toyota here." And me and my brother. I don't know why I called him Toyota. I don't know what else to call him.
That's funny.
I like it.
All right, I'll take another drink now. I gotta get caught up. Fine, fuck you guys. Fuck you guys.
Drink.
I'm already drunk. And we're gonna get drunker. Matt, are you still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Did you
see your skates?
Let's
We were
skate.
just making fun of you about 10
Someone
minutes
found
ago.
your rollerblades, dude. Hold on, I gotta find them again.
There you go.
Those aren't rollerblades, but okay.
They found them. Those are yours, right?
No.
We used to go.
But those are like everywhere in Texas. This is not the first time I've seen cowboy boot roller skates, right?
Yeah, because those are yours. I know. That's
Oh,
not
okay.
the first time I've seen that.
Yeah. All right.
Man, someone needs to call Sand Hill Shooter and be like, "We need to set this shit up." I don't have his number. And I'm not friends with him, so I can't be like, "Hey, can me and all of these people come over?"
I don't have his number, but I have Travis's number, and Travis has his number.
Where's he at? Nebraska?
Yeah.
Well, there's not much in Nebraska, but if we're all there, it'll be cool. I've drove across Nebraska, man. There ain't shit in Nebraska. Like, what do you do in Nebraska?
See, I figure if we do this, I
Be
can
bored to death.
for Matt, and we'll just blast AC/DC all the way from Tulsa to Nebraska.
There you go.
Like, seriously, though, like, what is there in Nebraska to do?
Me and Furnace would have to like drive together
Or fly.
Worship the
or
Travis.
fly. No.
You can tornado watch.
Hey,
I mean, they've got corn, but not as much as Iowa. They've got hills.
Yeah, they probably have more than Iowa.
But not as
because
much as
Iowa
Colorado.
doesn't exist.
They've got cows, but not as much as Oklahoma.
Well, if you want to just come down here and shoot a cow in the head, we can do that. Like, I can find somebody.
Dude, I've already got an open invite to go to California and do that. I've never had the inclination to kill a cow, but if I wanted to go to...
I'm not big on killing shit that doesn't need to be killed. And, like, I'm okay with, like, the meat industry, mainly because I like hamburgers. But, like, I wouldn't kill a cow and not eat it.
Unscrupulous Rapscallion says, the coolest thing to do in Nebraska is go to Colorado. That's true. That is very fucking true. I mean, you make fun with the place that you're at, with the people you're with, and I don't think it would be an issue, but I'm just saying, like Colorado, we could go to, like, Dragon Man, we can go to the mountains, we can go to, like...
Yeah, but this is hunting.
Cool places. Yeah, if it's hunting, it's hunting, and then we're hunting, and that's what we're doing, is hunting.
But, like, hunting has a lot of tomfoolery and shit involved with it, you know?
No, I don't know. I've never been hunting.
Okay.
I've never either.
Especially with all these jackasses drunk at hunting camp, yes, there would be tomfoolery.
Oh God, there would be so many just.
The way
That
you
trip
said
turned
that
gay
makes-
real quick.
the way you said that, Derpy, makes me either not want to invite you or not want to go.
that trip turns real gay real quickly.
If you woke up in the woods with no pants, would you tell anyone?
Oh fuck no!
Want to go camping?
I'm running around like a fucking caveman. Like like dude, fuck pants.
One time we shot down a tree. That was pretty fun while camping.
See, we could bring 22s too. I'm sure there's some place to shoot there. Waste all the Hondas, thousands of rounds or whatever.
Those are my rounds. You want to shoot my guns? You bring ammo to shoot it.
Ah,
That's the rule.
can I please borrow a cup of 22 long rifle, Matt?
Please, sir, may I have some more?
Well, you know what you got to do for this 22.
Oh.
I've been thinking,
Everyone else could fly out and we could meet up and we could hang out for like a week while Matt's driving to meet us.
nah, because we can make it there in 2 days. Like, Matt could drive here, then he could crash on the couch or get a hotel room or some shit, and then we could go from here. That'd be 2 days straight.
How long would it take you to drive to Tulsa?
It's like 17 hours.
Jesus Christ, dude, you live so far away, Matt.
And it's like another probably 13 up to where Sandhill Shooter is.
I can make it to Nebraska. I think it's like 6-8 hours to the border, you know?
The thing is, like, Sandhill Shooter lives at like the northern border of Nebraska, and as I remember it, on the east side. So
So yeah, it'd be a while to get there.
Yeah, for me to get to Nebraska, it's 17 hours, just over 17 hours.
So you could drive over here, and then I could just catch a ride with you, so I wouldn't even have
Yeah.
to.
That's the way it would take me, is up into New Mexico and then up and through Colorado.
see, that's the cool thing is carpooling like that. I don't know. At least like the road trip would be fun. It's not like a billion hours in the car, you know,
Yeah.
the empty road or whatever.
Depends
It's a lot
on who.
different too when you have someone else in the vehicle. It helps the time go by a lot quicker than just being by yourself.
Depends on who you're stuck with, though. Like
That's true.
like Matt, angry, cool. Night Strike,
Well, it's because he makes you rub those soft feet.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
What if he really likes it when you tickle his feet?
Ooh.
Please tickle my feet.
I'm uncomfortable about this conversation now.
What if you go to pick up Night Strike and he's wearing a blue dress and no shoes?
I don't know if I'd actually be proud or disturbed.
What if Night Strike is like Charlie on fucking what's that? Always Sunny in Philadelphia, where like when he goes to the bathroom, he has to wear a dress and high heels and a wig.
That's actually a thing.
Just remember,
you're actually
whatever
just
happens in
driving.
Nebraska stays in Nebraska.
You're just driving and Night Strike hops out. Wild card, bitches.
He bursts out of the sofa in the fucking hunting cabin.
I want to be pure.
I want to be. If anyone lives in Utah, can someone send Night Strike some magic underwear?
Oh God.
Do they sell it at the store there? Can you just like go to Walmart and pick up magic underwear?
No. If I remember correct, no. You have to buy it from.
They have to be blessed by a Mormon rabbi or whatever the fuck they're
Yeah.
called.
You gotta.
It's like a warlock, isn't it?
Yeah, it's
Also,
like a grand wizard of the Mormon clan.
They are very racist. So yeah, that's pretty much it.
Grand Wizard of the Mormon.
All kneel before the Grand
You-
Wizard of the
you-
Mormon Clan. And out
You
comes
you
their wrong name.
you think that's a joke? No, literally, like they are actually very racist.
Magic Mormon underwear.
Erstwhile says start another Night Strike dress fund since his didn't show up with tracking this time. I think we need to lay off the Night Strike slightly.
Night Strike, we tease because we love you.
We do love you, Night Strike, and that is why if we didn't love you, we wouldn't tease you.
Now, we do occasionally go too far.
We do go too far.
But unlike other people that we've gone too far with, you can take it. And you keep
I mean,
Oh,
we didn't
yeah.
talk about your barrel length, at least.
And and we didn't talk about your hallways because we know it's a sensitive issue.
I am lost.
I can't even laugh. You tickled my feet from the inside.
Oh my god.
tickle me toes.
Oh my goodness.
It's funny because it doesn't even make sense. Like if you're like, yeah, we're like Night Strike, you tickle my toes from the inside. like what the fuck are you talking about? Like he's been at no point any part of this conversation whatsoever, has no input or yeah, like it has really nothing to do with him, even though we're laughing about Night Strike.
I think it is because we all know that Night Strike is God and could fix the universe in 5 seconds if he wanted to, but has chosen not to.
Yeah.
Why do we make fun of him?
He doesn't want to flex his power too much.
He turned a fucking Diet Coke to Pepsi once.
Ooh, that's difficult.
Ooh.
Isn't saccharin originally rat poison?
I don't know.
And they found that the rats like to eat it, but it didn't kill them. And they tasted it, and they're like, "Oh, this is sweet. This tastes sweet.
Well,
We can use this as a sugar substitute."
there's a lot of failed, like, pesticides and rat poisons and shit like that that either end up as commercial products or as nerve gas. So, you know, it runs the gambit.
If you look it up, saccharin has 2,000 potential side effects that it has on humans.
Have you heard about the rat problem in the scientific community?
What's that?
So basically, all the lab rats that they do medical tests on come from the same lab. And
Oh, they've all had developed immunity to shit.
they've been bred in this tight-knit community for so long with, like, the survivors that get to breed being the ones that could take the experiments. So they bred super rats. And
Yeah.
now they aren't very good indicators for what they do to humans because the rats are, like, unkillable. So
Right. I mean, there's still like the argument to be made of like lobsters, right? If a lobster loses a fight, it kind of walks around like mopey and dopey and doesn't want to fight anybody. But if you give it an antidepressant, it wants to go out and compete again for pussy, right? Because that's what lobsters do.
yeah.
Which means like physiologically, humans and lobsters aren't that much different on some level, right?
Yeah.
So even if you get like super lab rats, at least on some level, your tests are still valid.
Well, not really, because the issue is they're looking for side effects, and these rats have been bred to survive side effects from weird drugs. So, like, there's blind spots on shit, and especially new drugs coming out in the last 10 to 15 years, they basically need to go back into some sort of different trials.
So what they're going to end up doing is just creating superhumans, right?
Probably after we all die.
So,
Giving drugs and weird shit in the water and like
So
fucking
this-
chemicals and like radiation and everything to everybody all the time.
this
And
is how
a whole bunch of
Splinter
people
was
are going to
made.
die off, and the only people that are going to be left are like fucking like Ryu and fucking like I don't know, Wolverine and shit. You know, like humans.
This is how Splinter was made. Just saying.
And then the world is ruled by damn dirty apes.
Oh, we got guns and barbecue in the house.
How's it going?
Good, man. Sorry, I just saw you there. How long have you been there for?
You're on damn dirty apes.
About the time that you said go shout aloha snack bar out the door, which I actually did because I was letting my dog in at the time, and some guy in the trailer park gave a loud emphatic "fuck you," which at almost 1 a.m. I wasn't expecting anybody to be outside, so it was kind of funny.
How's it going, man?
Not too bad. I actually ended up catching a little cat nap. Now I'm wide awake and saw the invite. I was like, oh shit, I'll jump in Honda's chat.
Yeah, I'm already drunk right now.
Yeah, me too. I'm fucking wasted.
I'm already like 2 shots in, and I feel it.
I only took 1 shot.
Once my face becomes
take another.
I can do this, and I can feel it, but it's like a Novocaine feeling, you know?
I've had like 5.
So
That's
I need
how I
to go get my jack and catch up.
Mama tomato, baby tomato, daddy tomato. Ketchup.
Oh, for to be happy.
What movie is that from?
I don't know. Oh, that's the joke from Pulp Fiction.
Yeah! 10 points.
Interesting.
That means you gotta take a shot.
That was the joke from Fox Force 5.
Yep.
Which, if you know...
Is Kill Bill, basically.
There you go. Thank you for finishing my thought. I had a bite of food in my mouth.
Yeah. I knew where you're going.
There we go. I think the study was referring to...
I had to say.
Jumpy says, I think the study was referring to the lab rats were not genetically diverse and were not real indicators of real-world rats.
Yeah. Something like that.
Why do we have
The
these
issue was
ugly...
that they were resistant to a bunch of shit and like not sensitive to a bunch of shit or something too.
Why are you still showing these ugly ass boots?
I don't know. I really wanted Matt to see them, apparently. I'm not sure. Someone says I'm down 2 shots. I'm not down 2 drinks. I'm down 1 drink. I have to get one at the end because way up here where it won't let me scroll to anymore, there was a shot that fuck me, dude. I'm too drunk to remember names right now. Someone paid for a shot and said to take it at the end, and I was like, got it. I will do that. And that's why I didn't do it already, is because if I had done that shot already, the very words coming out of my mouth would be incoherent, let alone the names that I'm trying to recall. So.
Interesting.
Sponsored by Tack Rice, which might be a necessity tonight.
Oh my god, that bong hit's about killed me.
Dude, I need some more weed is what I need. Can you guys keep this going for just a minute so I can fill my bag back up?
Yeah.
All right, I'll be right back.
All right.
Oh, so that's what he was doing with the
Okay, so who wants to talk about shit that'll get Honda banned?
I'm down.
So we were talking about... yeah, no. I'd rather not. It's already bad enough.
Oh, fuck.
Do I even have my pleather? Do I have my pleathers? I swear I had pleather pants. I don't remember. I'm trying to find an outfit for tomorrow.
Your Easter Sunday outfit?
Yeah. My Easter Sunday outfit.
Does it involve bunny ears and a bushy tail?
I wish I had bunny ears and a bushy ass tail.
The Playboy Easter Bunny would be hot.
Well, damn right. You know it.
Well, there's always next Easter.
Again, I could put it on, but I need to like. I don't know. Yeah. I literally have the stereotypical outfit of my job. I actually do. Got the apron. I got the dress. I got the.
It disturbs me that you have a full maid outfit.
It doesn't surprise you though.
Are you a what?
Huh? What? I'm not a furry.
But do you have the tickle duster?
Did you say I'm not a freak?
I'm not a freak either.
What the fuck happened when I was gone?
I was talking. They were talking shit about something.
I was gone for 1 minute and you got feather dusters and fucking shit.
Derpy was showing his Sunday Easter outfit.
Damn right.
Is that what you're wearing to your mom's house tomorrow?
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Oh yeah, mommy.
Tell her I said hello.
Oh.
Honda's Derpy's father. You heard it here.
That's why he's so fucked up.
He dropped me on my head.
No, that's not why.
Nah. When I was in the womb, he was just beating my head like all the time.
I was like this.
I have a feeling as a kid, Derpy was put in a car seat and later got a slushie.
Oh my god!
Oh my god, dude.
God,
dude,
God, that's horrible.
Getting back to work in these last, couple of months, especially in these last couple of weeks since Biden released his Biden money, he sprayed his Biden money all over our faces.
Oh yeah.
And we all took it.
I need more. I need more daddy government.
Ever since that happened, like, people from the nutcrack of society have been coming out from everywhere and going into public and spending money in public places. And people who deal with public people have been people helping people. Have been having to deal with these Biden people, man. These 1400ers. I don't know what to call them. What do you call them? 1400? 14ers? We'll call them 14ers.
The 1400.
Oh my god.
Like 4,400, but there's only $1,400.
Oh my! I just can't wait till their money runs out. Because Jesus Christ, it's like they've never dealt with people before. Like they've never been in a restaurant. They don't know how menus work. They don't know how ordering works. They don't know how wait for food works. They don't know how tipping works, and they don't know how getting the fuck up and moving on and letting me clean shit up so I can make more money works. And it's annoying.
So Honda, I'm sure you've seen the movie Waiting.
Yeah.
Before. So I don't know if you remember the scene, but when that one guy comes in, he's like, "We're gonna get I'm gonna get a Jack and Coke, and she's gonna have a water. You know what? It's our anniversary. She can have a Coke." Like that guy
she can have a Diet Coke.
That's it.
And okay, so I had that motherfucker. I had that motherfucker on my table the other day. That motherfucker that you just described, that exact archetypal person from whom you have just invoked, was at my table the other day, right? $0 tip. That's the short story. Long story is his wife sits down first. She's got a emotional support dog with her.
Mm-hmm.
Because this piece of shit's probably fucked her up so bad that she needs a dog to go around with her everywhere so she doesn't feel like committing suicide, right? That's where her life's at. She orders a drink. I check her ID. I expect this bitch is going to be 45, older than me.
Like 26?
26. Exactly 26 years old. And then this okay, so what do you want to call this guy? Cletus?
Yeah, sounds like a good name.
Cletus.
Yeah.
Horse.
Cletus is angry about how long the cheese sticks are taking, and Cletus is angry because his Coors Light tastes like Bud Light, because it actually was Bud Light, because the Coors Light needed to be changed. So I was just like, you know what, like, it's Bud Light, and I'll put it in the cup, and you can go ahead and drink it, and you're never gonna know. But Cletus fucking knew, dude.
Cletus knows his beers.
Well, he knows his light beer.
He knows like beers.
He thought the Coors Light tasted funny, and he was right. But $0 tip. Wife looked like she was 45 when she was 26, and he was angry. And I was like, why is this guy so angry? Like, fucking, like, what is wrong with this motherfucker?
Methamphetamine.
I thought that. That thought crossed my mind. Methamphetamine popped in my head. But then I was thinking, like, no, he's mad because old lady is 26 and looks like she's 45.
Oh my god!
You need to demand some free hot fudge sundaes, a couple coupons.
Probably mad at the dog too.
So I gotta ask, was Cletus possibly like 60-year-old truck driver? Because when I drove truck, I can't count how many times I'd be talking to a driver. He's like, "Oh yeah, my wife, she's like 25." I'm like, "Ooh, damn."
And she weighs about 345.
Yep, that too.
Yeah, I don't know what Cletus did for a living. Our relationship kind of ended abruptly when I gave him incorrect change, and he proceeded to call me out on it in the middle of me talking to other people who weren't Cletus, and then give me a $0 tip in front of them, and then storm off like I fucking stepped on his baby's fucking, I don't know, scrotum or something.
I was a little annoyed last night. Went to Texas Roadhouse because my daughter was wrestling at States. And I get the bill and all that. It's like $90. I leave a $20 tip. And the waitress brings me back my change, and she kept the 38 cents out of it. I'm like, what the frick's this? I just gave you a $20 tip.
Don't be mad about that. Okay, so here's the thing about that. I've got 17 things going on. Getting your change close is as good as I'm going to be able to do without having everything else on hold, right? Like, yes, I can get you your 38 cents, but that's going to take me an extra 2 minutes, and then this person's drinks are taking too long, and this person's order's taking too long, and I need to run to the kitchen and do that. It's not about your 38 cents. It's about the other things they got to do. Like, if you gave them money and they were just like, cool, bro, thanks for the tip, and walked away, you're like, actually, I needed some change. You know, like that kind of, like, that's one thing. But if it's like, oh, you owed me 38 more cents, like, nah, let it go, man.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's not like I was like, this ruined my night. I was just like, what the frick? It'd be cool if she was like, you care if, you know, we just keep that 38 cents? Because really what I was thinking of initially, like, wasn't even that, was just like change shortage still, if they were trying to use that excuse still.
Dude, what I do when that happens, and it happens to me, like, okay, I'll say this. Every time anyone pays for something in cash and wants change back, I don't give you coin change. Every single time. For that reason, because I got too much stuff going on and I'm busy. But I always explain it, and when I drop off the change, I'm like, hey man, here's change. I got it pretty close, but I don't have any coin change on me today. I'm sorry. And most of the time people are cool. Sometimes you'll get someone who gets upset about it. But usually what I'll do is I'll round to the nearest dollar. So if it's like 40 cents that I owe you, I'll give you $1 extra, because it's closer to giving you $1 extra than it is getting, you know, like me keeping 60 cents.
Yeah.
And then if it's like, I should give you 20 cents, like, dude, I'm just going to keep the 20 cents. I'm sorry. Like, fuck off.
Oh, that's like when I go somewhere, and normally I pay with a card, and what I'll do is I'll just, whatever for the tip, if I'm writing a tip in, I'll just make it so it's an even dollar amount. So, you know, if it was $20, or to make it $20, you know, I might have left like $5.62. But so, like, I wasn't real worried about it, but like you just said, you explain it to them, and she was just like, here's your $7. Like,
yeah, well, I would just do a quick thing, like, hey man, I didn't bring any coins with me today. I'm sorry, I got it pretty close. Here you go, bye.
I think
that's all it takes. Boom, bye.
If you really want to fix this, like, carry a roll of quarters with you, and then, like, if someone bitches, give them a quarter or whatever, you know, whatever it is, the nearest quarter.
See, but that's the thing. Like, you're asking me to do one more thing on top of everything that I'm already doing at work,
I'm saying
which is already way more than any human being should be asked to do. Like,
I know.
no, the answer is no. I'm sorry. If you're going to be mad about it, leave me $1 less. I've got 150 other people here that aren't going to do that. Goodbye, good day, fuck off.
And honestly, I
Sorry,
don't
fuck
even
off.
want fucking change. I really don't.
Yeah, and it's not
Literally-
about the change.
literally,
Like, honestly, fuck off.
I go to McDonald's to fucking keep the goddamn change. Give me the dollar bills. Because all that's going to do is just go in my pocket or into this bowl. I'm like, I don't use fucking change. I don't. I
We
can't
need to get
stand it.
Honda. We need to get Honda one of those change
You
dispensers
already got
that
symbols, right? If
Yeah,
somebody
hold on.
bitches, just give them $1.
get one of those change dispensers that the full service gas station attendants used to wear on their belt.
Where you, like, click it, like, click,
Yep.
click,
Yep.
here you go. Now, man, again, that's 3 more steps. Like, you're not making it better. I'm just going to round, and if you're going to be pissed off, guess what? Keep your tip. Fuck off forever. If you want another drink, don't ask me. Like, if you're going to be that upset about 38 cents and you're not going to tip me and, like, be all pissed off, go up to the bar and see what they do, because they're busy too, and you're going to get a drink from them, and then they're going to give you change, and you're going to keep your change, because that's the kind of person you are, right? When you're doing that shit. And then you're going to go be like, well, I want another beer right now. And then they're going to look at you and be like, oh, you're the motherfucker who kept your change. I'm going to do everything else that I could possibly do at my bar before I even talk to you again. And that's what they do. And it's the way it works, man. That's why you tip.
If you want the real gangster play here, is give everybody the extra cents or whatever, and then they'll probably tip you more. Like, round it up always.
Yeah, well, and honestly, like, when I do that, I feel like people are like, well, and that doesn't work all the time either, though, because a lot of the time people don't pay attention.
Yeah.
And so, like, you're putting that extra effort. You're like, oh, I gave you, like, 60 cents more, just so you know. Like, then you're like, oh, I'm, like, concerned about 60 cents when I explain it to you. Like, you have to read people, man. You can't just have one quick and fast rule. And again, okay, let's fucking extrapolate. We're macro. Let's go. We're micro. Let's go macro, right? Let's, like, fucking zoom out. Like, that's the way the government works. They're like, let's come up with one solution that works for all people. Well, guess what? Everybody's different. Everybody's point in life is different. Everybody's day is going different. Depending on which point in life and the day and person that you catch is going to have a completely different reaction to the exact same stimuli. Therefore, one solution does not work for everybody ever. Ever. There's no one rule.
What I'm saying is you don't have one solution, but you're entering into this from a certain standpoint, and you would eliminate a lot of angry fucking people if you always rounded up instead of rounding down. And I think the tips that you would gain from that would probably offset any losses.
The thing that eliminates the angry people is the explanation.
Okay.
Like, from a... At what point does empirical become statistical? I don't know. I've done this thousands of times, so I think it's statistical at this point. The extra effort that it takes to make the change for every single person and putting it in front of them and, you know, to the penny exactly, here you go, right? Is like, effort is up here, reward is down here.
Well,
right?
I think we should talk about the solution.
If it's drop off the change and round to the nearest dollar and explain it, effort is down here, reward is up here. If you make I don't know, it's a cost-benefit analysis.
I think we should just eliminate all coins.
I agree. I think that there shouldn't be anything below a $20 bill.
I agree with that somewhat.
Like, a $20 bill should be the base unit. But whatever.
Why?
Maybe not. Well, because, like, how are you going to, like, buy, like, a candy bar at a gas station or something like that? There are shit that is $1 or $2.
$20.
2 for $1.
If you wanted a candy bar, you'll want 20 candy bars. Just get 20.
See, colostomy bags. When I have change, I save it and donate it to Hana. I can't even speak. Honda. I can't say my own name. That's how drunk I am.
Hond.
Right, this is Honda.
This is Hond.
I know it says Honda. It fucked me up.
Hond.
So is anybody expecting Honda to get that going over 38 cents?
Oh yeah.
I found out the price of the shots for next week, 38 cents.
Call
30 or 38-cent super chats.
Well, YouTube takes like 38 cents on the dollar already, so it'd just be dollar super chats and YouTube's drinking.
There you go.
next week, dollar super chats. You heard it here.
But yeah, like I said, I gave that waitress the benefit of the doubt, thinking that it was just COVID BS because we were down by, well, right outside of Pittsburgh for the event, and like they're really hardcore about the COVID bullshit down there still. Up here is really lax. I'm about 2 hours from Pittsburgh, so yeah, whole different world down there. That's, like I said, that's why I was kind of thinking, oh, maybe it's, you know, the chain shortage thing, but I was like, I thought that ended a long time ago.
Well, and then there's another aspect to it too, right? Is like there's normal times when like every cash register works and there's fully staffed people everywhere. And when you're a server at a restaurant and you need a drink and you ring it in and you go to the bar and you pick it up and you bring it to the table and everything happens, like it just happens for you, right? Right now, at least where I'm working, we're constantly skeleton crew, which means we don't have the people to back up. We don't have the person to do the thing. Like a lot of the time in the morning when I'm working, like I ring in a drink, I run up to the bar, I make the drink. I make all of the rest of the drinks for a couple of other people too. I put it on a tray, I run back down, and they're like, why is it taking so long for my drink? Where have you been? I need to order this, blah, blah, blah. There's a new table waiting. Like, okay, so people talk about, in the gun community specifically, and I was thinking about this earlier today, actually, and this is on the real quick, talk about situational awareness, right? I'm in the 2A. I'm constantly situationally aware of the threats around me and what's going on because I'm a gun owner and blah, blah, right? They got that attitude. And then they go into a restaurant that's busy and they're angry because the waitress isn't completely attentive to only them when they've got 50 other things going on and they have no patience and they have questions and they don't know what's going on and they can't figure it out and like have their shit ready when, because like, here's the thing, dude. You can make your life 5% harder and make someone else's world 95% easier. Is that the right thing to do? I think the answer is always yes. If it's, I have to go 90% out of my way to make your life 10% easier, the answer is usually no, unless you're paying me, right? And I think if you're out in public and you're dealing with public people who are being paid to be with public people, and you see that they're fucking crazy and busy and shit's going on because you're situationally aware, right? You're in the Second Amendment community. You're situationally aware. You always know what's going on. You should pull your fucking head out of your ass and know what's going on and see that that waitress or waiter or whoever it is isn't plotting against you to make your life harder right now. And if you just try to figure something out before they get to you and not care about 38 cents and change, maybe that 5% harder for your life will make their life 95% easier, and that's the right thing to do.
I don't even know. Like, majority of the time, that's not even making my life harder. I'm like, okay, I have to sit here for a couple more minutes. Okay. Whoopee. I gotta slow my roll for...
See, and William Keller's like, Honda, you're fucking high. $20 for a gallon of gas? No, it'd be like 4 gallons of gas for $20. That's what it would be. It'd be 4.5. Oh, the price has gone up.
And
3 gallons of gas.
That would mean the least you could get paid is $20 an hour, isn't it?
Exactly.
I like this. Let's do it.
Yeah, increments of 20. How much did you make today? $80. Oh, you only made 4. That sucks.
I made 4 economical. That are roughly equivalent to $20 in the old system.
Tip of the day: don't sit in Honda section. Well, here's the thing, though, man. I am super nice to everybody. I am so nice to everybody, and and I just eat that. It's emotional labor, man. You just eat that shit inside of you, and I'm kind of letting it out right now because I'm letting the world here's the other side of it. I guess right now is what I'm doing because I'm drunk, and you're asking. So,
hey, man, people.
Yeah, I suck it all inside, and I fucking eat it, and that's why I have fucking gray hairs in my beard, bro. Right there.
So here's another question for you, Honda, since we're on this topic. So I'm that jackass at the restaurant that will ask for the manager. Not because I want to complain. I very rarely complain, even if I have something to complain about. Instead, if I'm getting exceptional service, I ask the server, hey, can you have the manager come over? Which I kind of let them squirm because they're always thinking it's going to be something awful. Then the manager comes over, I'm like, hey, just want you to know, our server, absolutely incredible tonight. Yada, yada, yada. And then I always leave a good tip afterwards, too.
And that's always cool, man. That's always cool when you do that. And usually, honestly, they might squirm a little, but they know what you're doing. Unless they fucked up and then they fixed it and then you ask to see the manager and they're like, oh, is it because I fucked up or do they think I'm cool? That's a little iffy. But if you're you were on point and greeted them right away and put their order, everything was fine and they asked to see the manager, you know why they're asking. It's not yeah, that's always cool, I
once took a waiter and dropped him naked in Juarez, Mexico. He shorted me 38 cents.
Oh my god.
I hope she at least gave you a reach around for that 38 cents.
Right, goddamn.
That was a little extreme.
Okay, and here's another thing. Jumpy says E-Honda can't control his stress levels naturally. And to that, I would say the place that I've worked at, there are 2 people who work in the same position that I work at who have been with the company longer than me. Right? We make pretty decent money for what it is. And for a job that was equal stress to other jobs within the job section, if that were true, you would think that there would be a lot of people who would stay there longer than 2 people longer than me, right? And the reason that people haven't stayed there longer is because of the stress. Because this is I don't know how to describe it. It's like dog years.
To put this in perspective, too, this isn't like they've lost 3 people or whatever. They've gone through probably hundreds, right, Honda?
I don't even bother to learn your name at this place until you've been there for 3 months. That's how it is. Unless I've seen you week after week for 12 weeks, I don't care what your name is because you're probably going to not be there, and there's no point in me learning it.
Shoot,
and that's true.
I still don't know people's names who've been there for 6 months at my job.
So, I feel you, Honda. Again, I work as a fucking janitor at a goddamn truck stop. They're disgusting. And if you want me to clean the fucking bathrooms, you're fucking laughing at me. I'm laughing at you because truckers are disgusting. They're just fucking disgusting.
Well,
they will literally be taking a shit, need to wipe their ass, and throw it behind the goddamn toilet. Why? And I'm literally I'm just out loud going, how can you guys be grown-ass fucking adults and be this disgusting?
Yep, customers do that at my job, too.
And 2, if you really think that I'm getting paid to goddamn clean those fucking shitters every 2 goddamn minutes. You're funny. I would rather just go get tips from fucking cleaning goddamn showers constantly. And sometimes I don't. I love when I get tips.
I don't know what that means.
Man, I wouldn't brag about getting just the tip, Derpy.
I get tips for cleaning showers. I literally do. I do get tips.
Man, I'm glad I wait tables. Jesus Christ.
Really?
Yes. Yes.
In the 6 years I drove, I never once tipped the shower attendant.
Why?
Never thought of it, and they didn't know it was a thing.
Why?
I thought you guys got fair
I
wage.
get I get 15.50 because I've been a janitor for 6 years. But we don't get hardly any fucking, like, those tips go to feed me in the morning. Like, go to put gas in my car. Like, bills are shit.
Literally, the only tip I've ever given for showers at a truck stop was whenever I had a trainee, and I'd be like, "So, did you bring shower shoes, or what are you talking about?" I'm like, "Well, unless you want to step on people's shower babies, we're gonna stop at Walmart. You're gonna go in and buy a fucking pair of Crocs, and when we shower at the truck stop, be sure to wear those in."
Yup.
Is that a thing? Yeah, it's a thing. Guys are freaking disgusting.
Yep.
I was like, this is why we can't shit or piss at customers, because guys don't know how to take care of the friggin' bathroom.
Yep.
That's why we can't have nice things.
I actually just started telling customers, because a lot of customers would have like a porta potty outside, be like, "Yeah, bathroom's over there." I'm like, "Yeah, that blue dye they put in it, I'm allergic. If it splashes on my ass, I was like, I'm gonna break out in a bad rash. I have to go to the hospital. Do you have a bathroom inside I could use, please?"
Yep.
That's a good excuse.
Oh, it was terrific.
William Keller says Honda needs derp to help him relieve that stress.
That's some genius shit right there, man. The blue water allergy.
That is funny.
Dude, and I don't mean to bitch, and I'm sorry if I have. And honestly, like, talking to you guys and talking in this open forum about things, like, helps me get it off of my chest and
This
not
is
carry it around
therapy.
with me for the rest of the week.
What most people don't realize is this is collective group therapy.
Oh yeah.
It kind of is. It kind of is in a way. But honestly, dude, like, I just got done working 3 shifts in a row that were 10 hours, 11 hours, and 10 hours. And then I worked this morning for like a short shift for just like 4 or 5 hours, right? So in 4 days, I worked like an entire week's worth of work. And it's been like this week, last week, and the week before, either one school district around the area or another school district around the area is on spring break. And so all these kids are off of school, and parents don't have jobs apparently anymore. And so, like, everyone's just going out all day. So, like, in the normal times, there'd be, like, everything is open. There's tons of tables to sit at. There's, like, servers everywhere. People come in. Like, I get a table here, a table there, or whatever I'm doing, you know, and I'm busy, but I'm not, like, crazy. Like, right now, it's, like, everything's restricted. The number of tables is restricted. The number of servers is reduced. The number of bartenders is limited. And the number of people doesn't seem to have changed. So everyone's funneled into these couple of places. And people just don't give a fuck, bro. And
Oh yeah.
they just abuse the fuck out of you. And it's just person after person after person. And I've been taking so much shit. Someone asked me for a reparations discount the other day.
What the fuck?
Well,
I'm not
I tried it, but Honda didn't give it to me. So
Hey man, sometimes you gotta get it where you can, and if you can get some free tokens and a drink, then you know.
The guy said, "What you got on my reparations discount?"
Fool, we don't what? Yeah, reparations discount is out the door.
And I said, "Ha ha 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 ha! Here's your tab."
Exactly.
Sorry, we don't have that button. Were you in the
I'm
military?
just saying,
We don't have
man.
the
Like
military
these
discount.
are the things that have been poking holes in my soul, and that's why 38 cents set me off. And I'm sorry.
I
I
mean,
didn't mean it.
It's okay.
I found it.
I get set off by a lot worse shit.
Yeah, I feel bad about that waiter I dumped naked in Juarez now.
Oh my god. So, fun story. Yesterday I'm working and it looks like somebody just was gonna sit and just right down. Just right the fuck out. That was a fun thing to clean.
All right, I'm back. What did I miss?
About an hour-long rant about 38 cents.
What?
Man, I might
man, I can't breathe.
kidnap the waiter and dump him naked in Juarez, Mexico sometime in the 2000s, and Honda is upset that it's 38 cents.
Okay. All right.
Oh,
That's
shit.
totally not unhinged.
No, like
Yeah,
the whole conversation, like okay, if your server, you have a ticket with a server, right? Like I owe like 25.72, right?
Yeah.
And now I give him like $40, and he gives me $12 back, but keeps the 28 cents or the 38 cents or whatever's left over.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What about it?
Does that upset you?
That he didn't give me my change? Does it upset me? Yeah, it kind of irks me a little bit, I guess, because it's like it's their job to give me back complete change.
Okay.
Let me put it this way.
Hold on. I got to go through the whole scenario. Right? So it upsets you when he just gives you. Hold on. It upsets you when he just gives you the money, but doesn't explain that there's not change in there. What if he says to you, "Hey man, I'm sorry, I didn't have any change on me today. I got it pretty close. Here's your change though," and you look and it's missing 38 cents.
I'm going, that's fine. And then I give him back a 10 for a tip.
Okay. What if he says, "Hey man, I didn't bring any change with me today. I rounded up and gave you a little extra." Does that make a difference?
Well, yeah, of course. Then he's probably getting a $15 tip. I don't know.
See,
I'm probably still just giving him 10, but whatever.
Yeah, see, you're probably still just giving him 10, so that doesn't make a difference. However, if you didn't notice or didn't think about it, right?
Yeah, I probably wouldn't think about it. My only issue with the whole thing is I think when it's your job, you should, I mean, that's part of your job is to bring back whatever the exact change is, you know, for the few people left that still use cash. But, you know, that's just part of the job. And, you know, so you should try to do it as best you can. But if they come back and they explain they don't have change or whatever, or blah, 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 you know, then I don't really care.
Great. You don't really care because you explained it. If you don't explain it, then you're upset. If you overpay the person, it doesn't make a difference. My exact theorem, my statistical analysis of thousands of people is held true. There you go.
Okay.
That's all. That was the whole rant for an hour.
I'm just like, just don't care. I'm just like,
I'm
leave
one of
the
those
fucking
assholes
change.
that if you shorted me 38 cents, I wouldn't talk to you about it, but your tip would reflect it.
My tip would not reflect it. I wouldn't give a shit. I'm like, again, change. I fucking don't care about change.
Right.
Change is garbage to me.
And from my perspective, if I explain it to you and you're the kind of person who's going to get upset about the 38 cents and take it out on my tip, cool. I've got 50 other people.
This to every person?
Every person.
That seems like a lot of work.
Well, because it seems like a lot more work to try to count out 38 cents for 50 people.
I used to make change every fucking day, like 100 billion times. Like I ran a cash register. It's not hard.
Quarter dime,
Right,
3 pennies.
but here's the
done.
difference, dude. You're running a cash register. You have
No.
a cash register. I have
I worked
pockets
at a movie
I'm running
theater.
around, and I've got 15 other things going on, and I'm trying to do this as quickly as I possibly can so I can move on to the other thing because I'm behind on everything constantly.
The cash register I ran was at a movie theater that did like $2 million in business a night.
Of which you're dealing with one person at a time, one transaction at a time. Here's your change, sir. I'm saying there's a huge difference, and if you equate the two, you're not actually thinking about it. Situational awareness, Second Amendment.
Whatever. Be a dick to people.
I agree. Like, let's not give a shit about change. Like, honestly,
No, I don't give a shit about change. I'm just saying my only issue is that, you know, like whatever the job is, like you should do your best to try and, especially when it's the customer's money, right? You should do your best to try and make the correct change. Like that's part of your job. If you can't do that for one reason, then you explain why you couldn't or whatever. You get to the table like, shit, I forgot my change. It's 38 cents. I'll be right back. And they're probably going to go, don't fucking worry about it. It's fine. You know what I mean? They're going to be like, unless they're a fucking dick. You know what I mean?
If they want their 38 cents, I'll get you your 38 cents, dude.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to
Most
drop
people,
off and I'll be like, dude, I'm sorry, I don't have I don't have any coinage with me today. I got it close. And they're like, well, it's 38 cents. Like, oh, all right, man, I'll be right back. And then I know that A, I'm not going to get a tip from you probably. And B, I'm not going to get anything else for you the entire rest of the time you're here ever again, period. Sorry. But I mean, again, I work at a really busy place, like we're constantly like 15 things going on. Like if you're going to be that kind of guy, like good luck trying to get something else. Sorry. That's just the way it is, dude. It's a matter of economy, right? It's like supply and demand. My bringing you a drink or whatever it is in super high demand and very low supply. If you want to be the kind of dick where you're going to be like, well, I'm not going to like do the thing or understand or have a problem, then the supply of the thing that is in low supply for you is becoming even in lower supply.
So what I'm gathering from this is if you go to Honda's restaurant, do not mention that you asked for no powdered sugar on your French toast if they put powdered sugar on your French toast, because it's getting shoved down some dude's ass.
No, it's not even that, dude, because if there's a mistake made, right, like on that side of it, like that's where I see my job. Like that 38 cents is the very last little fucking thing, and it saves me an infinite amount of time that I can't even describe to you. And I've done the statistical analysis, even though it's empirical, but it's the number of people has become statistical to the point where I have realized the cost-benefit analysis of dropping off close to the amount of change. Like, okay, and like let's say it's like I should owe you 89 cents. Then I give you the dollar over, right? But if it's like 45 cents or like 30 cents or 22 cents or something, then I round down and I explain. That's what I do. And it's been a problem probably 3 or 4 times.
That's my thing. It's really a big a deal.
I honestly think that it's perfectly fine to go, especially for that kind of that job. Going, I'm just gonna go to the nearest dollar because it's easier to count fucking dollar bills than it is to count the fucking change.
X out of one says you're trying to justify stealing. Again, without permission, it's stealing. The amount doesn't matter. Stealing. And to that, I'll just say, we're just talking about fractions of a penny.
it's like Superman, right?
Couple of million times,
it builds up over time, and like they won't even notice, man.
No, dude. And if it was like I'm making so much money off of this, like I got to keep this scam going, like that was like my thinking behind it. Like honestly, I would tell you guys right now that was my thinking behind it, but that's not my thing. My thinking behind it is I have like 15 things going on. My stress level is through the roof. I'm just trying to get to the next thing that I have to do so that I can possibly make it through this day alive. And if I can just give you this change and explain it in a way that makes it okay and everyone's cool and I can move on with my life and like it's worked most of the time in the past, occasionally not. Someone gets mad, you leave a little less, fine, good day. Like,
well, man, if you're gonna explain it every time, then that's I wouldn't fucking short you either. But like, if you just do it with no explanation, you're gonna have some percentage of people that are like dick and then short you.
Right, which is why you explain it.
Yeah.
Which is why it's not stealing, because I'm not stealing. I'm just saying, like, hey, like sometimes I'll even say it like, hey, whatever you tip me, you already tipped me 38 cents, just so you know. I'm sorry, man. Like,
yeah, it's
sorry.
To me, I'm like, again, I hate change. I hate it because it just takes forever to do, especially when you're busy as fuck and you need to do that. It's
and
like,
then here's another point too, is again situational awareness, and this is from my perspective, right? I deal with person after person after person after. I can read people. I can just read people. If the change thing I think is going to be a problem with you, guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to make the change because I don't want to have. In that case, I can see the statistical anomaly that person is.
Squeeze, in other words,
and go out of my way in that particular instance to have one less thing for them to come. Like if you're going to bitch about like, oh, my broccoli was cold and like this isn't Bud Light, it's Coors Light, and like that guy. Like, you're getting exactly.
If they are knowing the difference between Bud Light and Coors Light, you might want to give that dude.
Exactly.
I was gonna ask, was Cletus one of those ones that would have noticed?
Oh, for sure, 100%. Cletus counts his change, goddammit, because he saved it.
Oh, and William Keller, Honda is stealing pennies like an Office Space. I didn't even see that super chat before I fucking said that.
This isn't my silver bullet.
That's great.
I think everybody should just round down on their super chats.
YouTube already does. Don't worry.
Man, I didn't realize that Office Space was made by Mike Judge for a while because I saw it when I was like a kid, and like it makes so much sense now. I love that fucking movie so much.
Cheers, boys! I don't want another fucking car.
So in this scenario, YouTube is Honda.
Yes.
Technically, yeah.
Yeah.
I can see that. I can see that.
Honda fucks people out of pennies, and then YouTube fucks Honda out of pennies.
Okay, like, can we just have like go around and no judgment? Is this fucked up? What I'm doing? Should I stop doing this? Is it really that bad?
No.
For me, I'm in agreement. I think it makes it easier on you.
I mean, yeah, if you tell the person, hey,
I'm just like, I don't
38 cents on me right now.
I'm just like, I don't care how like that should not be a judgment for fucking tipping. I'm like, dude.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the other thing about it. And I know most people are like me. As somebody who doesn't fucking pay in cash and pays with a card every goddamn time I go somewhere, like how often is this actually coming up?
Yeah,
Yeah.
me too.
And,
You know what I mean?
I mean,
Same
it
here.
happens.
I never have cash.
I mean, if I have like 20 tabs in a day, probably 5 of them are going to be cash.
If I pay cash, it's usually at a more expensive restaurant, and I usually am like, well, here's $60 that covers whatever it was and the tip, because the tip's going to be crazy on top of probably
Exactly. If and that's the other thing too, right? Like if I'm at a restaurant and I am paying cash for whatever weird reason, which almost never happens, whatever money I hand them, I'm gonna be like, just keep the change.
Yeah,
Right?
exactly.
Like I'm not into this. Go here. I'm giving you money. Now bring me back my change. Then I'm gonna give you fucking a tip. No, one's fail swoop. Unless it's like I've spent $50 and all I have is $100 bill. Okay, well in that case, bring me back my change first. But
Right. Or if it's like $21 is your tab and all you have is $40, like I'm not going to leave you a $19 tip.
But like, if I did only have 100, I'd be like, hey, I need change, but just bring me back 40. You know,
right? Or that. But a lot of people, what they'll do is their tab is like, I don't know, $25, and they'll leave like $40 in the thing, and you don't expect that to be a $15 tip. And like you go, get all their change and you bring it back like, hey man, sorry, I don't have any coins on me today. And they're like, oh no, the rest is for you anyway. Like, oh, you made me count all that out.
I either tell them or like I've left the restaurant. Like it's obvious that's all theirs, you know?
So my buddy was at Buffalo Wild Wings like a year or two ago. He's telling me this, and his wife grabs the check, puts cash in it, and she's like, "That's give that to the waitress when she comes by," and goes off to the restroom. Waitress comes by. He's like, "Here you go," just gives it to her, and she comes back. She's like, "Oh my God, thank you so much." He's like, "Yeah, sure, whatever." Dismisses her, and wife comes back, and she's like, "She get the check?" He's like, "Yeah, ready to go." She's like, "She should bring back the change." He's like, "What change?" Ended up leaving her like a $25 tip, and except his wife's not the kind to do that. She's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna need that $25."
Shit.
And my buddy's one of those people that he'll do pretty much anything. No fucks given. He was squirming the entire time over that one. I was like, "Yeah, that'd be rough."
Honestly, I'm just like, if I'm eating out or needing to tip somebody, I will literally be like, okay, here's my card, and just leave whatever the fuck is in my goddamn wallet.
So
because I don't care about your fucking service. Fucking tip. Because majority of these people that are serving you, like Honda, don't fucking make shit.
I used to carry a lot of cash, buying whatever, guns and shit, and I would always, when I went out to restaurants or whatever, I might pay with the card, but I always tip in cash. I don't know if that's preferred or not, but I would much rather have a cash tip. So,
well, I mean, honestly, the only difference that makes is
Don't
at
put
the
it
end
on.
of the night when you're claiming your tips. Because
well, you can choose to claim it or not claim it at that point.
correct. So like, and basically like, I claim my shit so that at the end of the year or when unemployment happens or whatever it is, you're trying to like get an apartment or a loan. They
Yeah.
don't look at your finances and say, "Oh, you make $300 a week," because you're like, "Ha ha ha."
Man, if there is somebody doing that though, like I'm like all power to you. Like fucking get all you can. Like I guess that's my thing.
Yeah, I can't stand tipping with the card. I can't.
I don't like that either, mainly because it like charges shit twice, and you're like, what the fuck? Where'd that come from? It's like a week later.
It's not even that. It's
No, I mean, all
literally
that
the
is-
government taxing.
It's an
Yeah.
authorization for whatever they authorize it for initially, and then when it finally goes through, it finalizes it for whatever you signed for. So if like you have a $45 thing that you charge your card for, on your bank it will have a pending $45 charge, and then if you tip $7, then in a week or 4 days or over the weekend or whatever it is, when it finally clears, it shows up as 52.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is that always like freaks me out on my bank statement when it's like a week or 2 weeks later sometimes.
It's like keep a couple of dollar bills in your fucking wallet, please. Like, please. Just because then
Only
they
because
can't
you
fucking
said so.
tax it.
Only because you
cannot
said so.
tax that bitch.
I'm not
Don't.
going to.
No,
Please
and honestly, I say I don't care either way. Like if like I say like, and here's the other thing, dude. Too, if shit happens, like I forget your shit, or I take forever, or things suck, or I suck, or shit doesn't work, or whatever it is, and you're upset, and you pay your tab and don't tip, I'm like, I understand why that happened. I'm not upset about it. I should try harder. I should make this work better. I need to look out for that thing, whatever it is.
Yeah.
And that's acceptable. You know, I mean, I don't think it's acceptable because I still worked for you, but it's like understandable, I guess.
Yeah.
When I go out of my way and I do everything right and I do everything I can, and one little thing happens, but I fix it, and I, you know, like everything's good at the end, and you don't tip, I get very disheartened. Like that makes me want to like fucking smash things, dude. Like,
I can say I can't remember. I don't remember if I've ever not tipped, even when I've been annoyed about some shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I always give something. You know, maybe you talked yourself out of a, God damn, that was awesome. I'll fucking give them $20 to here's a 10 or something. You know what I mean? But it doesn't happen that often. I haven't had a lot of bad fucking, you know, dining experiences with waiters and waitresses. In fact, I can't think of any right now. I'm sure I have, you know.
Even on bad service, I always tip something.
Man, the only place I ever fucking ship people out of tips is at a sushi bar here, because the only thing the waitress does is bring you drinks, and you're eating sushi that's like spicy as fuck, and they don't bring you fucking drinks. Like that's your only fucking job. Like
now, I will say, and I don't know how people feel about this, but like because this year going how it's gone, and also because I've done this before because we've got a restaurant here locally that we go do pickup from all the time. You call them up, order on the phone, and pick up. I don't tip at those times when I'm picking up my food.
Yeah.
When it's just like here, it's in a bag in a styrofoam box, and you know they give you the thing, and it says, "Do you want to add a tip?" I'm like, "No, I don't. I wasn't served. I wasn't serviced in any way. You know, I came and picked my food up from
I still do.
No, I don't, because first of all,
that's when I leave like a 10% tip, but that's me.
Like, I'm like, who am I? I'm like, first of all, I'm like, who am I tipping? Because like at the one restaurant I go to, I'm picking it up from the dude behind the counter that works the register. Like,
tipping.
You know,
majority of the time it goes to both of them, both the back.
Well,
and
I mean,
front.
you still got to put the order together, make sure you got forks, and make sure that everything's there, and you know, like it's not. I don't know. Like, I think that not tipping that person is probably okay, you know, because he's not a delivery. he's getting paid to like sit there and do the thing anyway, you know, and it's not like he's getting paid server wage, which if you don't know is less than minimum wage.
Yeah.
So that's out there. But yeah, like I get that, but I still give him a couple of bucks for that. Like if it's like $50 worth of food, I'll give him 5, you know, for putting it all together, you know.
Again, I say it's like just keep a couple of dollar bills and put it in like.
And I
put
just
a dollar
put it on the
bill.
card.
Like, dude, anything, like a little
I
bit.
just put it on the card because like it doesn't. Like honestly, and coming from the industry, and I know, and I appreciate people who do it because I get it, and there's people who take advantage of that fact, but I don't. Just put it on the card, man. It doesn't really matter. You're going to get the money either way. It's going to count against your paycheck in the end, which doesn't really count because you don't really get a paycheck, and you're just counting on your tips anyway.
So,
you know, like that's just how it works.
Part of the reason that I usually try to tip cash is because usually people's cash tips they get that night. Whereas with card tips, they might be delayed on or whatever. And I'm like, some people need gas money or food that night.
Yep.
And most places that I've worked at, you get your money every night. There's only been one place that I've worked at where your credit card tips are delayed and put on your paycheck. And that did suck. And I always felt like that place fucked you. Because like they were the ones who held all the numbers and calculated it and put it on your paycheck and took out taxes, and then by the time you get it, you felt like you got like half the money that you were owed.
So
I never liked that.
The movie theater job that I had for fucking forever, if you got a tip, you could write it down and like submit it, and then they would put it on your paycheck supposedly. But like that never fucking happened. And like if you took a fucking tip, it was like a fireable offense.
Right.
So like if someone tipped me $20, I took the motherfucker because it was $20 fucking and that job wasn't that good. But like if it was like a $5 thing or whatever, I'm like, I'm sorry, we can't take tips. If they insist, then write it down and probably not fucking get it. Like it's kind of a shitty way to do tips.
He was the kind of guy who walk in and tip the bartender a C note for keeping the ice cold.
Yeah, good fellas. I love tipping in fucking casinos. That's the best. If you never worked in a casino or been to a casino a lot, like if people are winning, there's just raining chips around them usually to fucking waiters and fucking bartenders and blackjack dealers.
Dude, Steadley's hating on me, man. He thinks I'm a tip thief. William Keller says, this is stealing pennies is why we don't like Honda or YouTube. But we put up with both because it's the best we got. Not the hero you need, the hero you deserve.
Hey, Matt, this Weaver Caspa series is pretty awesome. You were correct.
The what?
The Weaver Caspa series is pretty dope.
Yep.
You were correct.
I told you.
But yeah, I say fucking tip anybody and everybody. Like I don't care. Like just do it. Like you get service, fucking do it. Just tip.
All I'm saying is like be situationally aware, as we in the Second Amendment community claim to be. And if it's your waitress is like sitting on her cell phone and like texting her boyfriend and forgetting about your soda, and like your food takes forever and things are messed up and she doesn't care and she drops off the tab and you know like doesn't give a fuck, and like literally like there's only one other table in the restaurant, it's just you and them, and they're sitting there all impatient too because things aren't cool. Like I get it. Like that is a time when the waitress is to blame. When it's you're waiting in line to sit down at a table and you finally get one and you see that there's one waiter for this entire area and he takes a while to get to you and then you're upset with him, like fuck you. You're not being situationally aware.
Agreed.
X Adam 1 says, oh, I got to pull this one up. E Honda 420 quote of the day, just taking the tip.
Only the tip.
Again, I love the tip. I love the tips.
Such a tease, though.
And like, there's a lot of cool people out there too, man. There honestly is. And if there wasn't cool people out there, I wouldn't do it, because those are the people that make it worthwhile. Those are the people that you make your money on.
Yeah.
Those are the people that, you know, are understanding and are cool and do try to make it easier for you and do like know what they want when you walk up to the table and don't have 20 questions when they see you sweating Like, you know what I mean? Like, come on. Like, I had a table the other day. They were 8 people, military discount, 8 separate tabs, 8 separate cards, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which you have to get a manager and then split the ticket and then put the discount on each individual ticket individually, because otherwise it doesn't come out right.
Mm-hmm.
It's our computer system that makes it so difficult, but it's a pain in the ass, right? And everybody's order was like, no tomatoes, pico on the side, extra cheese,
Mm-hmm.
blah, blah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, no one just had, like, I'll have the nachos, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I got everything right, got everyone's tickets separated exactly correctly, got everyone's discount on every little thing correctly, ran everyone's card exactly correctly for the correct amount, and everything was perfect. Dropped everything off. $0, $0, $0, $0, $0, $0, $0, $0, $0, because it took a minute, and they were all upset, and they didn't understand why it was taking so long. And I was doing everything I possibly could to get it done as quickly as I possibly could. And I wanted to go back and punch a wall when that happened.
Yeah, I hate a lot of point of sales. I really do, because it's just because of that shit.
So y'all have a military discount, but no reparations discount. See?
No reparations discount. No.
See?
Oh my God.
Yeah,
But
I
racist.
forgot to tell you about that, Matt. A guy asked me for a reparations discount the other day.
Oh, that's fun. Did you laugh?
Yes, I didn't. I laughed and handed him his ticket.
Yeah, that's what I would do too. I'd be like, here you go.
Racist, all of you.
But speaking,
No, but was he joking or did he get offended?
Oh,
Was he
shit.
just
Did I miss a super chat from Tennessee Gun Guy? I'm sorry. Hold on. My bad. Tennessee Gun Guy says, having been a waiter and worked in retail when I was young, I know the struggle. The majority of the public doesn't know what it's like and don't care.
exactly.
And they treat you like you might as well be a robot, you know, like they're talking down to you, like they know better than you.
Yep.
Like, it sucks sometimes, man. It sucks.
But speaking of taxation as theft, my point of view, so the Libertarian Party on Facebook says trans rights, and I'm like, great, thank you. How I know this? My fucking great uncle was like, I'm not a libertarian anymore. I'm like, honestly,
if he's
what
got a
the
problem
fuck?
with that, then he was never a libertarian.
Exactly.
So I mean, you know,
But
kind
yeah,
of missing the point, and kind of, I
it
guess he doesn't understand the definition of the term libertarian. So
oh my God, I have to actually find it and read it because it's short, but it's like I was like that actually makes sense on a libertarian point of view.
I feel like a lot of people that identify as libertarian just do so not knowing what the hell it is because they just don't want to identify as Republican or Democrat.
probably.
I think most
I think
people
what-
that identify as libertarian do so because they're in the middle and like they're super pro weed or pro something. Like there's a lot of pro gun people. There's a lot of like fringe elements that get lumped into libertarian base.
It's a lot. What it is, it's a lot of people who probably have one thing that's really important to them, and they also don't give a shit about anybody else's one
Yeah.
thing. Like they're like, I don't care what your one thing is. We should just all be able to do the shit we want to do, and you should be able to do what you want to do, and I want to do what I want to fucking do, and we should all just respect that shit.
I agree.
The problem is that most people in the world are too busy with, you know, the 9 to 5, the kids in school,
Yeah,
dinner on the table, back to bed. Time just flies by. You don't know what's going on in the world. All you can come up with is basically thumbnails, like low resolution representations of what's going on in the world.
Yeah.
And it's easy to get those from the mainstream media because you don't really have time to like dig into things, and you just hear like, oh, trans rights, blah blah blah. Okay, got it. Like this group is bad or whatever.
it's
You move on with your life, and you have these low resolution thumbnail images of what the world is, and you don't actually dig into anything because you're too busy with what's going on. And the problem with that is that we don't have a media that's actually out to inform us. They're out to propagandize us and to set us against one another and to like espouse a narrative and get an objective and do like they're not a news organization anymore. None of them are. It's not mainstream media. They're liars. They're propagandists. They're social engineers.
Yeah.
Is what they are.
Yeah. But it's a picture going trans rights are natural rights. No one has the right to control your body but you. And then it has actually more up top. Yeah. But the picture, that's literally all it said. It's going,
William Keller,
yeah.
If I missed a super chat, I'm sorry. I'm trying to find the one that I missed. I thought I covered this one. I'm just messing with Honda. People are roosters. I thought we did that one when we were talking about people who fucking suck. And then the only other one that I saw, because it only let me scroll back up so far, from William Keller. Stealing pennies. There was that one. We said that one.
Superman 2.
Office Space. Superman 2. Superman 2.
No, you're talking Superman 3, the one with
Superman 3. Yeah.
Richard Pryor.
Yeah, those are the only super chats I see, man. But just type it in if I didn't say it, I'll get to you again. I'm sorry, man. And Gun Library Garrett says, just watch Kong versus Godzilla. I'm so tired of all this. We can do anything with the power of friendship.
Oh, God.
What?
I mean,
When
the
was
power
that in the
of
movie?
friendship works.
Was that in the movie?
Well, I mean,
Granted, I only watched it once, but
Captain Planet was fire, wind, earth, water, and heart.
Yeah.
I still like my meme where like it was like all of like the protest things all coming together and it formed burning down the AutoZone.
I don't know. I haven't seen.
And, I included myself in there, pissed off about them selling me the wrong $10 air filter as one of the people burning it down.
I have not seen the Kong versus Godzilla movie yet, but having heard
Keep
what
your
Matt
expectations
has to say
low.
and other people, I am not looking forward to watching it.
Keep your expectations low. It is not a bad movie.
Right, I
But
enjoyed it.
It is
Sounds
not
like
as
a
good.
bad movie.
It's not as good as Kong Skull Island or King of the Monsters. It's better than 2014 Godzilla.
I still never seen Skull
Well,
Island.
was that the one with fucking Ferris Bueller?
No, that's 1998. No, the 2014
okay.
was the one that had Bryan Cranston in it as a scientist, and in that movie, what's her name? The chick that plays Scarlet Witch and the dude that played her brother in Avengers: Age of Ultron. They play a married couple in it.
That's weird.
Anyway, it's kind of boring. So look, and Bryan Cranston, dude, Breaking Bad.
How do you not know who Bryan Cranston is?
I don't know names of people.
Oh my God!
I barely know your name, Derpy. You should feel fucking privileged.
The man can fucking sneeze and get a goddamn award.
That's true.
Like,
He can.
Come on.
No, but anyway. Like, as far as Kong versus, I was about to say Kong versus Skull Island. That would have been fun. That might have been a better movie. No, there was a lot of cool stuff in it. The big fights between Kong and Godzilla, and then when Mecha Godzilla shows up, are all fucking cool and sweet.
Spoiler.
And that aspect of it is really cool. But there's spoiler. Ain't no spoiler. Everybody knows this shit. It's in the fucking trailer. But
Wait, I never seen Mecha Godzilla in the trailer.
well, they already dropped the toys for him, so it's
Dude, here's wait, I thought I found the fucking. Here's a scene from the new Godzilla movie right here.
Oh,
yeah,
God.
I'm sure. But there's just a lot of look. There's two main things wrong with this movie. One, they fucking Justice Leagued it. In other words, this feels like it should have been about a 2.5 to 3 hour long movie, and they chopped it up to an hour 53. And there's so much missing, and so much crap happens in such a short period of time that it feels bad. They feel it's like it got Justice League. And then two, there's just a few too many things in the movie that make no fucking sense. Like things that happen, like the one dude who's calling his daughter, and he's in New Mexico, and she's fucking in Hong Kong, and then 30 minutes later, he's in Hong Kong meeting her on the street randomly.
Hey man, they have some sort of hypersonic flight shit. You don't know.
You know what I mean? Like, and you know, there's this weird wormhole to the center of the Earth that's never fucking explained how it's even there. But not only that, it shoots them 1,000 miles in like 3 seconds. But then they leave another way where there's not a warp tube from Mario Brothers, and somehow they get out of it in 30 seconds too. I'm like, that means you just climbed 1,000 miles out of a fucking hole in the ground, and you just did it in like 5 minutes. Like, what the fuck? Like, there was just a lot of little annoying shit like that in the movie that made no fucking sense.
Yeah, this is a screen capture from the movie, I guess.
Exactly. Yes, that's from the movie.
Oh
That's
my
exactly
God.
what Mechagodzilla looks like.
In a
my
movie
God.
with a massive lizard and a massive monkey fighting each other, Matt is disturbed by the science of traveling.
I am. It fucking because it was just too many things. Like, I can look past a thing or two.
I know what
But at
you're
a certain
talking
point, I
about,
was just
though.
like,
Yeah.
okay, at least try to fucking like say that the throne room creates more warp fucking fields, and that's why they were able to get out that fucking quick or something. Or don't have the chick's dad be in New Mexico. Have him be like on a boat off the coast. So to explain how he gets there so fucking fast. I don't know. Simple shit you could have fucking come up with. But that's why I say it feels like there's shit that just wasn't explained. It feels like it should have been a longer movie.
And we were talking about this the other night, and here's why, though. Because when they shoot movies these days, they don't have, like, some overarching story with like, a narrative and, like, a beginning, middle, and end, and a protagonist, and, like, everything laid out the way it should be if you're actually telling a story, which is what they used to do. They just have these different scenes that they have to shoot, and they have different ways that they can put it together. Like a create your own story. You remember those books where you'd be like, do you want to go up the hill or do you want to go towards the river? And then you make a decision. And you're like, oh, you ran into a grizzly bear. Story over. Like that kind of shit.
Yeah.
That's what they do with these movies, so that they can put them together in any sort of way. But what they fail to do in that way of doing things is figure out those little things, like those little fucking, like, how did they get to the surface, or how did they get across from one side of the planet to the other in 5 minutes? Like, that kind of shit just goes away in editing because no one thinks about it because they're throwing it together and they're slapping it out. They're slapping it out. They're making millions, dude.
And I want everybody to keep in mind, the person criticizing this loves Battleship. Okay, I need you to understand this. Okay, so yeah,
but at the same time, that one actually.
That one made more
Kinda
fucking.
made
That
sense.
one made more goddamn sense. Okay.
All right, Garrett. I see you, homie. Here you go. This one's for you, baby. Right here.
Seems to be coherent still. Oh my God.
And chases it with a Red Bull.
Are you cooking meth in your room?
Right.
No, I'm moving, so I have like what do I have to move? Like, okay, I want to keep this thing for camping, right?
Okay, I'm just asking. There's no judgment here. No judgment. I'm just saying.
I mean, that's computer cleaner right there. That's bug spray right there. We got reloading supplies.
Did you just bolt that to your dresser?
I did. It's not my dresser anymore.
Oh.
It's no one's dresser. Man,
Okay.
fuck your couch.
Fuck yo couch. I would say other things, but well, we're on the live stream and I can't actually finish that reference because I'm too white.
Hashtag derpy too white.
Right. Hey, it's not cat, it's a dog. God damn.
You weren't ready for full screen, were you?
Oh yeah, I never was.
You never know when that might happen.
Ooh.
Like in Wayne's World. Extreme close up. Whoa!
Like, oh god.
Wow.
Oh, Jesus Christ. What was wrong with that? That was comedy, dude. Fuck you guys. They assume you have half a brain, Matt.
What's that in reference to? What do you mean?
The Mecha Godzilla, fucking Godzilla, fucking Kong and Zilla. Bullshit.
Godzilla.
Have half a brain what to figure out what how somebody can magically appear on the other side of the world in 5 minutes when they've done nothing in the movie to explain how that fucking couldn't have happened.
God damn it, Garrett!
Do it.
I'm not a Red Bull.
Shots.
I guess I got Mountain Dew. I'm all hopped up on Mountain Dew.
I'm gonna jump on you like a spider monkey.
I can't do any more fucking car bombs, man. Those are
wait. I may have to go out to the car. I have fucking bang. And I have.
You're gonna go get banged in the car? Is that what you said?
Fuck yes! I'm gonna bang in a car. Hell yeah!
Isn't that like code word for heroin?
I don't fucking know. But that bitch is like, oh, it really is.
I'm like 9 out of 10. That's fucking heroin.
To address here, I got to address Chili Peen's quote down here. So, not quote, comment is a comment. Fucking shit. The Monster Zero was Mechagodzilla. Its brain took over the AI. That needed to be shown more. I assumed anybody who watched the previous movie knew that, because I knew that even before the movie going in, because it had already been leaked that Mechagodzilla was in it. We knew at the end of the last movie that what's his face had that brain. He bought the fucking head, the skull, the brain of that fucking thing. So I knew going into this movie that thing was going to be Monster Zero or Ghidorah or whatever the fuck he is. Is it Ghidorah? Was Monster Zero?
Ghidorah?
Ghidorah.
Yeah, Ghidorah. So I already knew Ghidorah was Mechagodzilla, but you're right. In the movie, they didn't explain it. So if you didn't see the after credits scene of the last movie, you wouldn't know what the fuck happened in that moment.
Yeah, you'd miss that all out.
You would not have understood that was Ghidorah. That's Ghidorah's brain taking over Mechagodzilla.
Huh.
So you wouldn't know that. And they did nothing to explain. Like I said, the movie feels like it was supposed to be longer, and there was supposed to be more in it that was going to explain more of the movie.
God damn it, Garrett. You're an asshole.
Drink. I feel like he's trying to help.
I mean, I don't know what he's helping right now.
Your whiskey dick.
Because the only thing that he's hurting is my liver. My fucking self-esteem.
And if your liver's hurting and your self-esteem's hurting, tech rice. The only solution.
I might have to get my meth cooking kit out and make some tack rice here in a minute.
There you go. Oh, cook tack rice on screen with us.
Do you suffer from ED? Do you have a small penis? Get tack rice.
Oh my god. Fuck it.
Who wants to see Honda cook drunk in his room and try not to light the house on fire?
That just sounds horrible. That just looks fucking horrible.
It don't matter if we do light it on fire, man. This shit's already sold. They got people already investing in this place. They're gonna make $1 million. Ain't no matter what we do now. We can burn it all down. Actually, I don't. I think if we burn this house down, the deal's off.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's breach of contract.
I think that might be a part of the deal. My work pays for my pilot's license. I'm afraid of heights. Is like driving versus riding passenger in a car where it's less scary. Where is it less scary?
Where it's less scary. Are you having problems with words?
Yes, I'm drunk. Although, I got to say this, Mr. Garrett. Being a pilot was something that I would like to do, like as a profession at some point. I would have liked to do that, but I don't know if it's too late in my life. Probably not. And if I got my shit together and aimed everything at being a pilot, I could probably do it. I'm just, I got too much going on, and I don't know if pilot's in the cards for me, but I'm jealous, and I would like to be a pilot too. And congratulations. That's awesome, dude. Damn. What's it like to fly? Do you do like a single engine Cessna for training, or how does that work? Is it just all in like the VR fucking training little fucking domes that they do for like because I flew in one of those for United because my sister used to work for there, and I did like a training course with one of the pilots one time, which is nowhere near even close to even starting to get a pilot's license. It was just like, hey, do you like this? And the answer was yes. It's just
that's where they like, because I've done this too. Because I had growing up, a friend of mine, his dad was a pilot, and he basically said, this is what I would do for a first lesson. And they basically take you up, and then once you get to altitude, they let you fly.
Right.
And then they do the takeoff and the landing, and then they just sit there and they walk you through a few basics, and then they show you a few of the dials. And this was on a twin engine, I think it was a Pied Piper, and it was fun as fuck. But yeah, I never did anything more than that.
Yeah, and all I did was like in the flight simulator, which was cool as fuck. Because like it's this whole contraption that picks you up and moves you around. Like you bank left, like the thing goes left. It feels like,
Yeah.
But you're not actually flying anything, and you got a person behind you being like, now grab this lever and pull it back gently.
I actually got to fly for maybe 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And it was with a dude who's on the other. He's got his side and his pedals, and he's firmly like making sure I don't fuck up. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, and like the thing is, like, you can buy a plane that you can fly with a pilot's license. You can just get like I forget what the pilot's license is called. It's not commercial, not residential. There's some other pilot's license that you can get, where you can just fly a plane with your license and go from airport to airport or skip around, or you can get I forget what they're called, like stall planes, where you can like land on mountaintops and shit like that. That shit is fucking cool, dude. Like that's like if you want to be an adventure motorcyclist, right? Which sounded fun to me at a point. Like I'm just gonna hop on my two wheels with a backpack and put some shit on the back with a tent, and we're gonna go out into wherever, into the wilderness, and find some cool stuff and do some cool, which I did a little bit of, like nothing like crazy, but I did a little bit of that when I had a motorcycle. Having an airplane is like next level, dude, because you could be like, let's hop up to Canada, let's go down to Mexico, let's go over to California, and like you're there in an afternoon. It costs you a tank of gas, which admittedly is a large tank, but it's only a tank of gas. Once you already have the plane, the license, and everything else, like that's ultimate, dude. That would be fucking so cool. Because I could be like, oh, Brownsville, fucking see you tomorrow. Like, I landed in your backyard with my stall plane.
Yeah. Oh,
the fuck does a stall plane do? Because that sounds like I hear the word stall. I think an engine stalling.
It has a really wide and long wingspan and tail span, so the stall speed is slowed down to like really low speeds, so you can take off and land going like 30 miles an hour. Basically, that's what a stall plane is.
Oh shit, that's cool.
Yeah.
Does it affect top speed?
Yes, it does, which is why traveling with it sucks. But that's what like up in Canada where there's no runways and you got to like go into this lake and land and like hunt for moose and shit. Like those are the kind of planes that they use, Yeah. And, like people have like found out like, oh, that's actually a really kind of cool plane to have. I would like to have one in Arizona, not in Canada. Like, where can I build one or whatever? And there's companies that make them. And I've looked into it. It's like entry price, if you're going to build it, which I'm Honda, so I wouldn't, would be like $60,000. But if you buy a built one, they're like $200,000. But you can buy them in a parts kit, put it together in your garage, and, with a little bit of help and a little bit of, YouTube searching and a little bit of ingenuity and know-how and skill, you could put one of these together in, a couple of months, maybe a year, and then you have an airplane, like for $60,000. Little two-seater,
Yeah.
Put some luggage in the back, take the wife out, go out to wherever the fuck you want.
I feel like if I had $60,000 to blow on a plane, I'd probably have enough money to have somebody professional build it for me.
Well, that's the thing, is that costs, now you're looking at like $200, $250. That's the difference. But they do it in a way where if it's the time that costs the money, a lot of it's not difficult work, it's just tedious work. So if you can do a lot of it yourself, then, and like when it comes to the electronics and shit, yeah, you might want to have someone look at it, or like your rudder control and shit like that, make sure it's set up correctly, have someone look at it, like, okay. But, like, it's not complicated stuff. You're just putting together a giant jigsaw puzzle, basically.
Red Loctite and Harambe glue. That's all you need.
So this is a dude got a video on YouTube of his stall plane and building it up.
Hmm.
So I don't know what the fuck he's saying.
Interesting.
So I guess that's
Yeah, exactly. And they, like, those little wheels are just like the basic bitch wheels that you can get. You can get these big ass fucking wheels, dude, that let you land like anywhere because they take up a bunch of shock and let you roll over big rocks and stuff like that. So you can basically take that thing and land it on the side of a mountain and go anywhere that you could possibly ever want to go. Like literally any field, any hill, any mountain, any valley, any inaccessible by any other means region of the planet. You can get to with one of those. It's like almost a helicopter.
he's not actually building. I thought he was going to actually build the thing. He got one where it's built. Oh, I guess this is it when it's done. Fucking ads. Yeah, so now he's got the big wheels on it.
Oh yeah, I've seen plenty of those. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
when I was cleaning the airport up here. Yeah.
Too much talking in a video about planes. Come on, show some shit. Yeah, that's cool, man. It almost looks like a fucking toy.
Yeah.
Dude, and basically it's got like a big ass motorcycle engine under there. Like it's a gas burning engine with it's fuel injected, so it's modern or whatever. But I mean, it's a gas burning motor with like a little 4-cylinder, like 1500cc motor. You're just like, me. But dude, they're fucking awesome, man. They're fucking super cool. And there's whole communities of dudes like in an area. Like if you live in like South Texas, I'm sure there's some forum somewhere that you could find where it's like, hey, we do group flights and we have this kind of plane, and if you want to meet up, like we meet at this hangar on Tuesdays at this time.
Together with people that have the same plane.
And then you get together and you're like, hey, I know this cool spot to land where we can go and hang out and have lunch and a couple of beers, and then we'll fly back and then go check out this spot over here and go fishing or whatever,
See, I would totally build one of those. I have enough confidence in myself. I know I could build that fucker.
Hey, you and I could definitely build one of those together.
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Well, okay, and 60
Like
grand
any
was like
competence.
60 grand was for like a nice dude. There's some of them that are like 30 grand. I forget the name of it, dude. I was looking at it a while back, but I'm drunk and I can't remember names right now.
Yeah, I'm looking at that thing, and I've torn apart cars and rebuilt them that were more complicated than that fucking thing.
Yeah, this thing looks stupid simple from what I'm looking at.
Oh,
It.
man,
Yeah.
I took apart a Mauser broom handles fucking trigger pack once. I'm game.
And so where will you mount the guns at?
Well, you got to have two
Fucking-
rear mounted guns, and you got to have two forward mounted guns. I would say since you want the clearance underneath because you don't know where you're going to be landing. I say you mount them to the side, but you got to be careful because you don't want to hit the prop, right? Like so,
Yeah.
maybe. I wonder if underslung on the wings would affect anything.
Weight is an issue.
Yeah, that's true. Something
I
that
think I
small
would
and light.
take like a couple ARs and make some really lightweight gun pods.
Yeah, you know what? Build a couple of lightweight polymer ARs and just keep them in the back.
Yeah, what you do is
The thing has no doors. Just lean out the window and start shooting.
no. What you do is you put a couple of AR pistols on each wing with like 100-round drum mags. Someone's fucking echoing. And then like have some kind of trigger system hooked up to like a string.
Yeah.
I was gonna say just,
Well,
just,
you
I was gonna say
if
just door gunner. Just,
if you're competent enough, you could just do the whole propeller thing like they used to do
Dude,
back in the fucking day. Like
I'm
no,
thinking
'cause you don't have
you
an
get
interrupter.
there's a little extra. There's
Well,
a
you
space
can
in the
make
back.
it.
See where that gray spot is on the back, right? Like, could you cut a hole there? Wait, yeah, see?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
just
need,
take
like-
that off. Just take that motherfucker off and get a dude in the back. He just pops his head out with his fucking AR. You know what I'm saying? You just have a gunner that stands up back there. That's all you gotta fucking do, man.
You're gonna need a taller chair that like you're strapped into, because that way Honda can get crazy, you know.
That's true. You gotta have some sort of seatbelt
Oh,
system in
he's
there. Just some
he's
strap
showing
system.
you how to take the
Actually-
fucking wings and shit off.
Where I wonder where the
Actually, yeah,
gas
it's-
tank is on this, because a lot of times it's in the wings, but I don't think they put it in the wings on something this
No,
light.
not on
No,
that.
it's
Probably in the
A little
rear.
Too thin.
No,
Yeah.
it's
Not
in
a
the
small
wings.
gas tank too, I would imagine.
Nope. It's in the wings.
It is in the wings. Okay.
Yes.
Really?
Yes, really.
Oh, check that folding shit out. That's fucking cool.
That's pretty cool. That thing would fit right up in a barn, or yeah.
Yep.
Dude, I could probably get
Yep.
that thing in my garage.
I actually, again, I knew somebody who had
Yeah,
one
probably.
in their barn too. Like,
I can't. It's called like a kit hawk or something. I can't remember what the fuck it's called. Ah, god damn it.
So we get a squad of these.
Fuck yeah.
oh god, it's gonna be Tulsa all over again.
I think we should like fly in formation and shit.
And then the other thing you can do is you register it as an experimental aircraft. Because if it's an official aircraft, like if you want to change your propeller for a bigger propeller so that you can get a lower takeoff speed because you have more power to fucking weight ratio or whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
You have to file it with the FAA and go through all these different things to change that one little thing on your plane, even though it doesn't really change anything. It's just changing a dynamic of it. But if it's an experimental aircraft, then you can just change whatever you want whenever you want, and it doesn't matter. It's
That's
not
why you got that experimental on there.
Yeah, exactly. See, there you go. That's his. That's
Actually, I think that's his company.
No, that is an experimental aircraft for that very reason, because now he can change the wheels on that, right, and do something else with it. And
we got a
have to
dog.
like go to the FAA and be like, has this been properly tested and gone through your fucking regiment of different things that you go through? Because to have like a radio with like registered with the FAA, for instance, like the antenna has to go through all these like, and it costs money. And so if you want to just change your tires, and it's like this company makes tires, and it hasn't been gone through with the FAA, you can't put it on your airplane unless it's an experimental.
I honestly think that it is actually the company.
No, it's
'Cause he's even wearing a fucking experimental shirt, and on the truck, experimental.
Chirpy. I've looked into this quite.
Sir, go back to look at the truck. It says
Here's the thing, but that's the
da, 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 da,
cameraman's
da.
truck, and the cameraman is the one wearing it. He's not the owner of the plane. It's the cameraman and the
Okay.
and the, in his truck. See, the cameraman is the dude wearing the this thing with the experimental on his shirt. The old dude's the owner of the plane.
There was some YouTube channel that I followed that I'm trying to find that had all this shit about it. I thought I fucking subscribed to them, but I'm not sure that I did now. Apparently, I'm subscribed to Klein Knives. Klein Knives.
As one should be.
I'm put out on video forever.
I've got an interesting YouTube subscription.
I need to go back through and just delete some of them.
I realized I had so many that it's just not worth my time to go back and try and find the ones that I don't. I'm subscribed to hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of channels.
Same.
When I see a video pop up in subscriptions, I'm like, hey, I don't like that. Why am I subscribed to this person? Then I can get them out. But otherwise, I don't go looking for people to unsubscribe.
Yeah, if it's somebody I actively don't like anymore or something, then yeah, sure. But other than that, it's like not worth it. I'm like, I don't care.
Who's this Mr. Matt?
Some asshole.
Jinx.
Yeah, man. Anyway, that was a dream of mine for a little while until I realized, like, I don't have a house and I have kids, and maybe that should probably come before an airplane.
Bloop.
I mean, I don't know. You could maybe sleep in that thing.
Yeah,
we could, if it'll hold the weight of your pewter, and you've got a Starlink satellite, like you've got internet, and you get a reclining seat that leans back so you can go to sleep.
Now Honda's just out there spreading the word of the gay frogs and, driving his airplane around the country. God bless America.
I fly up high in my aircraft so that I can get better range on my radio to broadcast my message to the masses.
The world's about to end. Yellowstone's going to pop. See,
Look out, everybody, because the gay frogs are going to be raining down on you from heaven like manna, and it will not taste good in your mouth. Believe you me, boy. It's going to be like fire and brimstone up your butthole, and not in the good way. Ain't that right, Ray?
Oh,
Whatever
Ray.
your name is. I'm sorry. I'm
Oh
drunk.
God.
Most things up your butthole are good, Honda.
Oh my God.
Honda needs a butt fan. What's a butt fan?
You'll find out.
Oh my God.
I mean,
think
it
I
sounds
know.
nice. Like if you had a chair that just had a fan that blew, like it's like you have like a mesh chair that's breathable but solid, and then you had a fan underneath it that just like sucked
Oh
air
my God.
underneath you and blew it like straight up and like aerated your butt as you're sitting, so you never have swamp ass like ever. That'd be nice.
Yeah.
Why don't they have that shit? Fucking Google. You fucking geniuses. Fucking know nothings.
Quit your faggotry.
Exactly.
I came up with that faggotry when I was fucking drunk and high. Like, they can come up with it sober.
You're the one that came up with it. Fucking do it, I guess.
Maybe it sucks air through it so it doesn't smell like fish in your room.
Oh, dude.
Oh, Missouri Patriot just wants to let us know, against his better judgment, he got the COVID shot. He can confirm it does not make your penis bigger.
Damn it. So if I
But
get it,
your prostate's huge right now.
so if I get it and it turns straight people gay, does that make me turn straight? I don't fucking know.
It turns you full retard.
Oh,
You're too
okay.
gay to go back, Derby.
Never say never.
And you never go
The
full
Neverland Ranch. Mhm.
Still don't believe you didn't know who the fuck Tito was.
Right? Tito Tremaine.
Fucked up shit.
Okay, Scar, look this one up, Matt. Have you ever seen the paramotors that you can buy? You can get these for like
Yeah, it's a butt fan.
you can get these for like $2,000, right? And it's basically a fucking parachute, but it's a wing
The parasail.
at the same time, right? It's a parasail. Thank you. And then a giant fucking like two-stroke
Fan. Yeah, big fan. Yeah,
with
I've
a
seen them.
fan hooked up to it that you wear as a backpack that pushes you, and you can fly around all day on those things, no license. It's like, I think brand new, you pay like $6,000 to $10,000, something like that. You can buy them used, which honestly, like the amount that people usually buy them new, fly it once, and say fuck that, I'm never doing that again, and then sell it for what they can get. So you can get them used for like fucking $2,000, $4,000, somewhere in there.
If I was going to get one of those, I'd get the fucking trike. That's
Yeah,
what
the
I'd want to
trike, but you need to like learn how to fucking land it before you just take off on a trike. Because otherwise you're gonna hit and fucking mess up your tailbone and your spine and shit.
What the fuck you think you're going to do with a 100-pound fucking fan on your back trying to land on your feet when you don't know what the fuck you're doing?
Tumble and roll and not mess up your spine, maybe mess up your knee.
I don't
Or,
think
or,
you
or,
can
the,
roll
or
with
the
a
giant
100-pound
engine and fan on your back
Right?
Superhero
It's designed for that shit
that you
It
just
can
paid
make
$6,000 for.
that she got on sale because it's used. Great
I mean,
idea.
wait a sec though. Those things are $2,000 though, right?
I mean,
Those like paraffins, like about $2,000.
no, I mean like that would be the cheapest you could possibly find one used.
Dude, I'm looking on this website right now called
Matt,
Fly. What?
I think we can build one of these cheaper. Let's go to like Home
Yeah,
Dude,
Depot.
I'm looking. That's what I'm saying.
Home
Right now.
Depot and a Wish.com parachute.
No. Hang on. Website flyflattop.com. You can buy an air trike for $22.50.
That's not bad.
Shipping $125.
What is an air trike?
Here, let me screen share. I'll show you.
Screen share.
Screen share. Screen share.
Could you imagine being like, "Hey, I'm coming up to Colorado, Honda. I'm gonna hop on my trike.
It's gonna take me 4 days, but sure.
You can do it, Matt. Don't die."
So first off,
I won't quit on
This one
you.
is fuck.
so this is the price. $2,550. That's it right there. Let me see if I can get it better. Excuse me. Oh. So this thing right here. It's this. So it's got the parachute behind it, and it's got the big ass fucking fan. Oh, get off the screen! I want to see the thing fly, fucker. So you're basically on a tricycle, but giant tricycle with a big fan and motor behind it.
Yeah, I would much rather have the trike than try to land the big fan backpack.
Yeah. You still have the fan backpack. You have that
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
You get the.
You just get an added bonus of
Hey, this is what
having a fucking
trike.
trike behind you, underneath you.
Actually, you know what I think's going on here? I think the trike itself is $22.55 or $25.50, and that doesn't include. You still have to buy the fucking paramotor.
I was gonna say the paramotor
Yeah.
itself
Okay.
is more than that.
Yeah. Okay.
And then you still have to buy the fucking sail too, which is another like $1,000.
Oh,
Hold up, though. Here's what I'm thinking. Wish.com parachute for like 120 some odd bucks.
There you go.
Big ass fan from Lowe's, and a big wheel that you get from a yard sale for like 50 bucks.
No,
And then you just need a lawnmower engine at that point.
No, you need one of those Red Ryder fucking
Wagons.
yeah, the wagon. Yeah, that thing.
Radio flyer.
Radio.
That would be,
That's the one.
that would be
I like.
dick as fuck.
Remember that movie Radio Flyer? That kid made one out of fucking garage parts and motors from lawnmowers and shit.
Never seen that movie, so I
I'm
don't
drunk,
fucking know.
dude.
I just remember Explorers when they built the fucking spaceship, and that was awesome.
All I know is that kid didn't have a dad, and neither did I. It made me sad.
there was that one kid who had an alien and a bicycle, and he made it to fly.
Oh my god.
Flight of the Navigator. Remember that shit?
Literally, yes. But Explorers was better.
I love Flight of the Navigator, man. I had an older brother. I was the younger brother who like saved him in time. Dude, isn't that fucking cool? Wouldn't this be cool?
Mm-hmm.
That would be fun as
Okay,
fuck.
imagine
to,
this.
like, mount.
Imagine this. Okay, so we all get paramotors. We all get tricycle paramotors, and we go to Sandhill Shooters Land out in Nebraska or wherever the fuck he's at, and we go elk hunting from paramotors
Oh my god.
with AR-10s.
Oh my god.
No, I got an even better idea. We do that at Sandhill Shooter's property, but we all attach balloons to the back of it, and we each get like a javelin that we mount on the front, and we play Mario Kart.
I like it. I like it.
I still say paintball would be fun. Just have fucking dogfights and shit.
Nah, because somebody's gonna be an asshole and start shooting at somebody's fucking fan and fuck up the engine and be like, "Oh shit!"
We see Honda spiraling into the ground.
Sorry, dude. I was just fucking around, man.
Just a plume of smoke.
All right, well, I'm fucking drunk, and I need to take one more shot before we're done. Before anyone else drops in a super chat and makes me take another shot.
Oh
We've been going like 3 hours now, so I don't know how much more I got in me, boys. I don't know. I think we're gonna have to shut it down because words are no longer working correctly.
Nobody likes a quitter.
Take that fucking shot. Do it.
Do it now.
Well, now I don't want to because you told me to. Fuck you.
Come on.
Come on, do it. Do it now.
Do it now.
All right.
Please.
All right. Everyone's encouragement has helped your case, Matt. Just know that when you told me to, I said no. I'm so drunk I lost my alcohol. Cheers, boys. I hope you all had a fun night tonight. I certainly did. And on a lighter note, I do want to say thank you to everybody out there for watching and dropping in super chats and everything. Like, honestly, if it wasn't for you guys, like, this whole COVID situation would have sucked way worse for me than it did. And every Saturday night that I don't work at my work, that I spend with you guys, because I can be like, yeah, I made a couple of bucks doing it, and I can justify that because, like, I'm not working, you know? Oh my God, that's so much stress that I don't have to deal with, and I have fun instead. Like, thank you guys so much for that. Like, that's fucking awesome right there alone. And I don't know. Thanks to everybody out there. Cheers. I love you guys. That's all.
Cheers.
Should make a little gagging noise.
What?
No, gagging, like after you just verbally filleted your audience.
I'm just saying thanks, man, because, like, you didn't fucking...
It's polite. It's polite to
do
gag.
nothing for me. So you guys didn't do anything for me. You guys totally did. That's all. Sometimes you got to call a spade a spade. Was Derpy just whacking it?
Yeah, that's all you had to say.
Fucking cat hacking up a hairball.
That's what I meant to do. Just kidding.
Oh, thank you.
Anyway, guys, now that I took that last shot and I could barely get that thank you out to everybody because I'm so fucking drunk, I am going to go ahead and hit that button that says stop this stream from happening any longer, because if it does, there might be things said and, you know, I don't know. I might not even have a channel after that. So we're going to go ahead and end here. I hope you guys have a great night. We'll see you tomorrow night for the Gay Frog Chat, where we're not going to be so drunkenly talking about some Honda's headlines about...
The election was... What?